Alright, we starting up. We got the weird camera today because I gotta use the capture card for Kerbin. Kerbin takes priority over having a good camera, so we got the old camera that looks kind of different. But happy Thursday, guys! How's it going? How's everyone doing? Socksman, did you survive your big work day? It was today, right? Or was it yesterday? I don't know what day it is today. I'm like in a daze. I don't know what day it is. You survived. Very good. Does it feel good? You have a moment to relax, I hope, before they slam you with more work. But hello everyone. Hi Socksman. Hi Twi'lek. Hi Ched. Hi Aquira. I hope you guys are all having an awesome week, and anyone else who might be out there lurking too, I hope you're having a good week too. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday, Charlie. Ooh. Oh. Yep. This nugget. This freaking beautiful nugget. So we don't have a cat dedicated cam with this camera, but we do get to see partial nugget, so. Happy birthday, Charlie! Happy birthday! Not fully done, but the hard part is done, so. Do you know, like, percentage-wise how much you'd be done? Are you like 75% done? Are you more done than not done? You can get into your Twitch while you're away. Because you were logged out. Oh, and you can use your phone for 2FA. Where did you go, Ched? If you don't mind saying, if it's personal information, that is fine. I am just nosy. Partial nugget. I think she's a full nugget. This is 100%. This is 100% dark meat nugget right here. Oh, you went to England! Very nice. You do anything fun? What is there to do? What's there to do in England? Was it rainy? That's like my stereotype. That's in the UK, yeah. I've heard of that place. I heard it's pretty cool. Were you like in the city or like the country? You had 1,200 controls, 700 is test, and we have maybe 40 items open. Oh, awesome. Damn, you've been working your butt off. That is like almost done. That's great. That is definitely, I'm assuming, a relief for you. I know you've been, they've been pushing you. Wasn't as rainy as you expected, but it was chilly and damp. Yeah, that definitely, that sure does sound like England. I feel like England is like, I don't know if it's just because of the media that I've seen it in, but it just seems like a cozy, like, cold and damp instead of like a miserable one. But I bet if you live there, it probably is a miserable one. You're so hyped for Monday to be off. Is it a holiday? Oh, it's Memorial Day, right? I don't, like, since I've been doing the freelance stuff, I don't pay attention to the holidays because I just kind of work whenever. So I kind of have a set schedule, but I was in a suburb of Manchester where there cats everywhere outside. That's also what I picture. I have such, like, probably such a misconception of the UK, but I just picture, like, cats wandering everywhere outside in the UK because they don't have, like, house cats usually. Gonna take some time off? Ooh, you doing anything? With your time off? Gaming? There aren't any, like, before Sunbreak comes out, I was thinking there aren't any big game releases, I think, that people are looking forward to. There's nothing to, like, kill a month. Do you have a runny nose? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Little allergy bean. Yeah. My little allergy bean. Look at her little face. Oh my goodness. She just, like, when I'm working, she just wants me to hold her constantly. So she'll be in my lap. Yup, you. She'll be in my lap and she'll put her head like this on, yeah, like that. I'll be like trying to type and she's just like, her head over my hand until my hand goes numb. And that's just the price of cat ownership. Sleeping in game, and what type of games? What type of games you playing? So I'm gonna finish up Kirby, hopefully tonight. I know there is post-game stuff. I don't know if I will stream all the post-game stuff. I don't know how interesting it is. But after that, I gotta figure out a game to play. I got Devil May Cry 5. I got Dead Space 2. Maybe we can do a poll. I got a bunch of weird horror games. Horror games, it's just weird every time, like, every time I finish up a Souls game, or a Souls-like game, it's so hard to find something to follow it up with because they're so immersive, I guess? They're so involved. Maybe beat Elden Ring? How far did you get? Who's the last shard bearer that you fought? It's definitely worth finishing, but I will say that there's a certain point of the game where the quality... Yeah, you found it. Okay, I was gonna say, there's a certain point of the game, Socksman, where the quality just goes downhill and it's the snow area. So you're already there. So if it is hard to get through, I don't blame you for struggling at that point. It is not as interesting as the early game. There are some good bosses though still to fight if you push through it. It's just the areas themselves outside of one are kind of like, ugh. You got the Bioshocks for free. Ooh, are you gonna stream them? Have you seen them played? Bioshock 1 is great. Wait, did it include Bioshock Infinite? Or is it just Bioshock 1 and 2? Bioshock Infinite's pretty good too. And 2's alright. I didn't like it as much. Her face. Hi, Koenshi! Thank you. Thank you for the flowers. I don't know what I did, but thank you. How you doing tonight? You've seen a little. Ooh. Infinite is in there too. Not to, like, peer pressure you or anything. Those might be a fun stream game. But I also totally understand if you just want to play them off stream. They're really cool though. Especially if you ever played System Shock 2. The remakes are a little glitchy. Oh, I didn't know that. Have a good time. You too, Koenji. Jet streams sometimes. He was away. I miss my Wednesday night chat streams. Hi. Oh my goodness, you are shedding everywhere. This freaking cat just drooling and shedding. Ah. That's the kind of game you would enjoy streaming, I see. It is interesting how people have different types of games that they enjoy streaming that they wouldn't enjoy playing as much off-stream. Like, I don't know if that's the case with Bioshock in here, if you'd enjoy it off-stream as well, but there's definitely certain games that I've played on stream, like one that comes to mind is Darkest Dungeon. That game's really fun to stream, because people can get involved. You can name your people after people in chat. Like, that's pretty cool. I might play Darkest Dungeon too sometime on stream and do something like that. But off stream, I have no urge to play that game. And then the other way around, there's some games that are, I feel terrible to stream or just not very fun to stream, and then I love playing them off stream. Like that B game that I played last time, Apico, was kind of slow for stream, but I've been playing it off stream and it's very cute. So I guess it depends a lot on the streamer too, and like what people want to see. Yeah, you're still alive. Did your stream crash, Soxman? Yeah. Alright, I think we can start Kirby. I'd like to get through the game tonight, so. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and Darkest Dungeon. The funny thing about Darkest Dungeon is I played it like twice. I think it was 3 years ago. And I have VODs on YouTube, and my first Darkest Dungeon VOD, for whatever reason, keeps getting, oh god, it keeps getting just random people watching it and leaving stupid comments on it. Like years later. I don't know why they're finding that one out of like anything. But yeah, you might be. It's easier for you to immerse yourself in a game off stream. Oh. Oh. That makes sense. Like, I definitely felt that too with Elden Ring, that it was harder to like really get wrapped up in the world as much as it would be off stream. And like Bioshock's a pretty immersive game too. If that factors into your decision at all, I think it's pretty immersive as like a horror game. Hold on, my settings are all different with the camera. I gotta deactivate this. We're gonna activate this over here. There we go. There we go. And the background. Up. Okay. We'll just leave the background off. It doesn't really fit this webcam. Were you banned from the brothel? You were like you were a healer that was like, it was like a lusty like nun or something, I think. It was like a really ridiculous combination. Can't remember. It was so long ago. Like I can't believe you were back here then, and you were there. I think Ched was there. Or at least saw the VOD. Time for the Switch. Boot that up. Rebooting. Let's get this all synced up. Heck yeah, I am ready. So happy I figured out what the heck was causing the audio doubling too. That was such a weird issue. Great. I gotta pull this up on screen. There we go. Beautiful, freshly updated Switch that hasn't been played in like months. Played since I touched this game last. Poor Switch. Poor neglected Switch. You'll have to practice playing immersive games on stream. Well, you do have more than 100 hours in Dark Souls at this point, and that is, I honestly think, is pretty immersive. It's it's definitely one of the hardest games to get used to streaming, because if you look at chat, you just die a lot of the time. Alrighty. How's the game volume, guys? Is the music okay? Can you hear me over the music? Got Kirby, little Kirby toot toot sound effects. Can't remember what all the buttons are. Yee, okay, very good. Very good. I was thinking about playing, maybe streaming, but it might be the type of thing that's too long to stream, one of the Elder Scrolls games, because I never played one. Was talking about it a bit last time, but like I wouldn't even know where to start. I was like reading people who spent like 16 hours modding one of them. It's like, that's half of the time you spend playing the game to get it to work. So this is where we left off, in this like spooky land. shit got real here. You know it's real when you get to the volcano zone. I think? I'm trying to figure out where we left off. I guess it's this, because this is the furthest down. Burning, churning power plant? Yeah, because these have stars. Okay. Okay. They take a long time to play through. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I did it probably wouldn't be a full playthrough. It might just be like a sampler. I don't know how people have the time to stream a ton of like these long RPG games. The dog bouncers. Nice, nice security. Just kind of look at each other like, you know this guy? Little pink boy? I don't know. Okay, this forced camera angle, this like Dutch angle is a little intense. Get our Hitchcock angles going. If you just mainline the main quest, it won't take all that long to get through, but that's really not really the point. It's just way more fun to goof off and do side quests. Yeah, it seems like a lot of RPGs are that way, I guess. Or open world kind of ish RPGs. Like Yakuza is similar. The real fun is in the side quests, and if you just do the main quest, you miss honestly the best content, which is it's tough. I feel like you almost need a guide to get through and not miss the best side quests. If you're trying to play on some sort of time limit. It's one thing if you have like infinity time to get through. Volcano music. Ooh. This is a cool perspective. Oh no, I got greedy. It's fine. Greed was not punished. This ain't Elden Ring. If this was Elden Ring, I would just immediately disintegrate. At just the thought of being greedy. Perk up with 3 cups of coffee. Kirby is a 3 cup of coffee a day kind of boyo. Oh. Oh, my hat. No! Oh, no. Oh, everything went horribly wrong. Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to float over him? There's like boxes on the side. I think I actually just do stupid for this. He's also on the button, so I can't. I can't. Okay. Can I just run? I have no HP and a dream. I don't think I can just run through it. I don't know if I need the fire hat to dash. Oh, we got it, we got it. Just that guy in the way. To 100%. Any ES game, it would be hundreds of hours away and nobody got time for that. Not now, at least. Those are the type of games like you have one game and that's all you play. That's the type of game, I think. You definitely get your money's worth out of it, but you gotta be pretty much committed to only playing that one game for a while, I think. And also, if you have to put it down for any extended period, good luck going back to it. I had enough trouble with The Witcher, trying to get back into that after stopping it. Kirby just wants the cheese toasty! But everything he swallows isn't right. He hungers. He hungers eternally for the cheese toasty. Instead, he gets... I don't even know what he just swallowed. What the heck was that guy? It's these weird bullet head guys. There's another cup of coffee. Oh. Another cuppa. What kind of jerk put all these treadmills here? Who does that? Do not squash. Do not squash, please. Do not squash. Oh. Oh, there's a Waddle Dee. Oh, oh. Whoop, whoop. Oh, we're in, we're in. How do I get Waddle Dee? I think I'm missing a green thing. that will open the Waddle Dee. The Waddle Dee cage. Oh! Oh, my gotcha! My gotcha! Oh! Hold on. I missed one. Goodbye. It's like half your HP, that's brutal. That's kind of rough by Kirby game standards. Where's the last one at? It's easy for you to get back into them? At least the newer ones? Is it the type of thing, like, since it is dynamic difficulty, you can just kind of pick a direction and go? And you won't get wrecked? Because that's a problem I run into in RPGs, is like, oh, I don't know, I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, get my Waddle Dee! We freed him, but we didn't grab him. There we go. There we go. Have you played any of the Bethesda Fallout games? So I tried and honestly, I didn't really like 4. I only played it because it was set in Boston. The story I just thought was pretty bad. It didn't really grab me. Why are they comparable? Time to die. Oh, it's okay. We're still alive. How am I supposed to... What the heck is going on over here? That looks like there's something under there. Oh. So is that the challenge door up there? Or is this the area? What's up, Ujanga? How are you doing? How's it going? Oh, I just remembered you sent me a link, Bujanga. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But that just reminded me to watch it after the stream. The link you sent me for the game. What type of game was it? I've been editing all day. I haven't been doing much editing and doom scrolling. Which is a bad combo. Like, trying not to get distracted. Oh. Huh? Oh, I messed up. Okay, hold on. Gotta put Stairs Mouth over here. How do I regurgitate the stairs? There we go. How do regurgitate stairs? I haven't played Fallout 4, so I can't speak for that one. But it is a similar experience. If I could get it for cheap, it would be fun to try. But where it is such like a heavy commitment to it, I wouldn't want to pay like a ton for it. Uh-oh. My brain. My brain. Okay, so we need to place this so that when the fire goes around, goes there, goes through there. We put it like here maybe, and then move it over when the fire's burning in time. Oh, maybe if I do this, it'll go through. So if we put this here, and then do... How do I lean? Okay, there's not enough space. Not enough space is a wide load. This music is too hype. I'm trying. This is the music of my 3 brain cells trying to work to figure out this Kirby puzzle. So the fire comes around, it goes through there. I think we put it here. I think we put it here. And then we move it. Just looking at stupidity being posted, there's certainly a lot of it, Pushanga. You find anything in particularly stupid? It was an RPG game about being in prison. Oh. Can you name prisoners after chat? What didn't you like about Fallout 4? Your plastic baby that you were supposed to care about. And also the depiction of Boston was not great. It felt really weird. Really scuffed. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it, yeah. Quick. Get in the cannon, Kirby! Get in the fucking cannon, Kirby! There we go, we did it. We did it! Easy peasy. What did we get? Is it a Waddle? It's a Waddle Dee! Worth! Hi. I think I missed one already. If you can swallow a jacuzzi, we could have a Kirby. I'm straight. I mean, he's already basically naked. Would Kirby need a bathing suit for a hot tub stream? Or is he acceptable as he is in his happy birthday Kirby suit? Oh, why am I back in here? Burner, burn, 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 burn. Oh, there's a recipe. In before death. What is it? Deep sleep. Oh, I wish I had that for real life. Whee. Grace. Oh shit, it's an auto-scroller. Hold on. What is this? Suddenly auto-scroller. No, my coffee! No, the coffee cup. No, I want— oh man, I missed it. If you only had one shot, one opportunity to get all 3 cups of coffee, and you fucked it up. Oh no, no, no. The gacha. This is a metaphor for gacha gaming. Risk your life stepping into spikes for gacha. There we go, now we're talking. There's so many cans. Oh shit! Look at all this stuff! Did we do it? Are we free? His face is like, eh. Stealth auto-scroller! Someone involved defending how the police did nothing! Oh, during that school. Yeah. I saw that too! That they kind of just, like, waited an hour before they decided to intervene, which, like, good fucking job. But all that shows is, like, that's not what the cops' job involves. Like, I've never been a fan of police officers. I've had them in my family, and, at least the ones in my family have had ego problems, but it just seems like it's not part of their job is to actually protect people. It's to enforce the law. I love doom scrolling Twilight. It's my favorite hobby. It's my favorite hobby at 1 in the morning. It's just on my phone on Twitter. Just doom scrolling. You don't like that. It doesn't you don't enjoy the existential dread? No, my vending machine. Oh, look at this! Ah! This isn't interesting. Oh, ring mouth, Kirby. No. Oh god, it's the— oh no, it's the shapes! It's the shapes! Fuck! It just realized what this is. You gotta put the right shaped Kirby in the right shaped hole. This is my hole. It was made for me. Alright, we got this. Easy peasy. Not even close. First try. Wait a minute! There we go. Hidden Waddle Dee. Just beneath— this Waddle Dee was entombed in cement. Alive! This is a children's game! There was an encaged Waddle Dee, entombed in cement, screaming. Thanks, Nintendo. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. goodness. He's so precious. I only got 2 cups of coffee, so he's not perked up enough. Infiltrate the control room? Excuse me? Control room? You got out of that job for a good reason. A lot of the people you worked with just wanted to write tickets. Yeah! Honestly, it seems like every time I see cops, like 90% of the time I see cops, like actually in the field, given like I live in an area there's not a ton of crime, I'm lucky, but they're just standing out, like directing traffic, just like fucking eating, like not doing anything. They get paid so much money to stand and direct traffic. You're trying to pass time at the airport yesterday, but oh my goodness, Chad, that's how you found out. That sucks. Age had no idea. And we had been talking about on his stream, we had been talking about shootings the night before, and it was weird that the next day, we were just talking about like how it's such a big problem in this country, and the next day that happened, and it's like, what can you do? I actually don't know. This country is got a lot of issues. Tornado. Pull enemies, blocks, and stars into your cyclone. Then release them to deal damage. This ability's controls might make you dizzy, so whirl, swirl, and twirl, but try not to hurl. Great. It's just a coin. Gordo bar. Nice. He really cemented his position. Get out. Banned. That's a good idea. I should add a ban command. I've seen chats have that. Like a joke ban. Or a real ban. You're treated like crap because you didn't write out a lot of tickets, but so you're actually doing what people think police officers are supposed to do, what law enforcement is supposed to do, but they don't actually do. Like, it definitely seems like they're out there with their speed traps, like, not to make the world safe, but to make money. It's just this whole thing. It seems like such a shitty profession. Gathering of the Beast Council? Is that what that said? Is this FurCon 20? Is this a furry convention? In the mountains? 2022? Oh jeez, yeah, that's not a good spot to find. This is never a good spot to find that information, Shed, but I can imagine that being in the middle of the airport was not a pleasant experience with it. It's like, I don't even know what to say about it, because it's just kind of beyond talking about it so horrible. But I will say that I hope that something is actually done about it this time to like prevent it from happening, because obviously our voting isn't doing anything to stop it. I think this is a boss arena, guys. Any guess on what ability we should take? We can take the Meta Knight Sword. There's a big thing up there. A nice lady gave you water. Oh, very good. Very good. That was kind of I think I'll take the Meta Knight Sword. Hi, Zyro. Furry confirmed. Me? I'm sure. No, Meta Knight. Look, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. The Meta Knight guy. Look at that. Like, the animation is so good. It fills me with joy. One time was too many. Every time is too many. Like, it's a problem that only happens in this country. At the regularity that it does. So obviously something is wrong here. Like, as far as first world countries go. Oh, it's that guy from earlier, but bigger and angrier. I fought you at the start. Gorimondo! Is this like in-game? What's the dodge roll? Actually, I don't remember my dodge roll button. He keeps going. Get his cheeks. love, like, after playing Elden Ring, the Kirby boss, the Kirby boss animations are just, like, so slow. I don't remember how to dodge, though. I need to remember the control. I don't know if I can with this. It's almost like an Elden Ring delayed attack. Only there's not a billion other attacks after it. He's like Margit. He's like, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's coming. You thought I said Mennonite. Sucks, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Month 47 of this expedition, Shrimpy has yet to update my Discord role. I have not truly infiltrated the Shrimp Squad, but I have evaded the bans. Will they ever find out that I am not actually a sock? Doubtable. I think they are duped by my subverting birthday powers. I wonder when I will find out the secret of the shrimps. With that I will be able to overthrow the world. Wait. What is this red light? Is the mic on? My main babu baba boo 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 babu babu
Socksman! Thank you so much for the beautiful message. Your Discord role, by the way, is your Discord synced to Twitch? Because you won't get a sub if on Discord if it isn't. It's like automatic. But thank you for the almost 4 freaking years of support. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I remember when you found us back in the Dark Souls state. Yeah, you gotta hook it up. You gotta sync it to Discord to get the role. I can give you a special role though. You can be the birthday mancer. Be our official birthday mancer. They're all awful, but the details on this particular one just make it absurd. Yeah, it's like the more information that's revealed about what is going on and what happened, it just gets worse. The Birthday Mancer! I mean, I could find a better title if that's not acceptable. Look at... Can we talk about Meta Knight's head as a sunroof? Also, hi Ghost, how you doing? No need to dodge, eat a tomato. It's a good life motto. No dodge, only tomato. Maybe that's what was in the flask of Crimson Tears. Maybe it was tomato juice. That's why it heals so much. Oh god, it's timed. Where's my new button? Oh, oh jeez, the lava. This road's a little, this is like the Massachusetts roads in here. A little rocky. Don't worry, you got time for a banana. Time for a banana break. Oh my god! Ah! Oh. We made it! We did it! Easy first try. Spit. How? Okay, hold up. How does he... Look at the animation when he spits the car out. What's happening here? Like, can we slow this down? I want to see this animated frame by frame. What the fuck? Is he like cartwheeling? Like what? It looks like he's pooping it out. What is happening? I just noticed that. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Well, now we know. Retry. It was so much fun the first time. Birthday Mancer's pretty rad. Okay, don't let me forget it. Don't let me forget it. The nice lady who gave you water was on your left, and on your right there were some stuck-up American college kids. Also, hi Risu! Nice Kirby, how you doing? There was like a art installation thing showing cities of the world, and this girl was like, why is Boston up there posted? Boston is a shithole, there's nothing there. I mean, true, there's nothing there but sports. Sports go sports. Every sport in existence is in Boston. There's sports and the Big Dig, and that's it. Oh, look at... Who just leaves this? Who left this for me on this tasteful leaf plate of eggs and a steak? Alright, we're not gonna take the spike hat because it's cursed, but we might change for the Meta Knight sword. I don't know, this make me feel like we in... Oh, here we go. That's the goal. It's like a weird, you just tap the stick. Ooh, gotcha. Hi. Kirby is an it. So here's the thing. Yeah. So no, Kirby in Japan is gender neutral. He's an it. He's not even a they. He's just an it. But American Kirby is male. So I don't know. I mean, we're not a weeb stream, so I guess Kirby's a boy. That feeling when you fart and accidentally carp. He has a digestive system. Does Kirby have a butthole? Inquiring minds want to know. Boston has schools. Yeah, they balance out the sports. It's like a scale. We have on one side we have Harvard University, Boston College, Boston University, and on the other side we have the Celtics. What's up, Alex? Melania sure did change a lot. Yeah, but look at my character. We upgraded to a sword. I mean, this is basically Elden Ring. We have a sword, we have a weapon art, we have a dodge roll, we have guard. Basically Elden Ring. We got cosmetics. I lost my sword. It just disappeared. I fucked up. Alright, I'm getting the pencil. I'm getting the pencil. This one's not great for bosses. The harbinger of the end times. I feel like we're in the end times lately. Sometimes. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, so this is like a boss rush of several of the bosses we fought in the other levels. They're just wrapping it up. So basically Elden Ring. We got the reused bosses. Favorite Kirby game? Yours is Superstar for sure. Superstar is probably the best Kirby game. Like, objectively the best. It's a fantastic game. But the one I have the most nostalgia with is Dreamland 2. That was one of my first games, like, period. I played Dreamland 1 and 2 on Game Boy when I was a kid. So I have a lot of fond memories with those. But yeah, definitely, oh shit. I don't think the pencil hat... How do I actually... Whoa! How do I actually use this to damage him? No! I dodged! Yeah, okay, the pencil was not the right call. Man, I wish I didn't stupidly walk into the other thing. Oh, and he traps you too. I'm gonna lose to Silly Dillo. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone! Beats Melania with fist weapon only, dies to Silly Dillo. This is, I got it. I got the tech. Got the tech now. Whoa. Got him. You hit him. Like a woodpecker. Just like, Look at his derp face. I feel bad for him. I like Silly Dillo. Just disappeared. Defeat Silly Dillo. Oh, it's like a time attack. Oh. We did it. America, the country that put a dog on Kirby. Don't! Kirby does not have the space for a dong. He's too compact. It'd just be like, it'd be a travesty. You're thinking about the anatomy of Kirby and their butthole. Do not Google Kirby butthole. You're a lady of class and style. Thank you. How did you notice? Is it the talk about Kirby's butthole? Do you approve of my depression purchase of an inflatable dinosaur costume? Heck yeah! What are you doing with it? There are a lot worse things you can impulse buy than an inflatable dinosaur costume. Does it spark joy? You gotta Marie Kondo it. If it sparks joy, it's okay. Your eyes have seen our- No! 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 I gotta jump! Oh. Okay, we gotta jump. Here we go, we got it. Oh, and we gotta jump again. Okay. One of these times we're not gonna have to jump. Okay, now we don't jump. Roll in, roll in, roll it. Oh. The cartoon splat! Oh. Risu! How do I ban a mod? How do I ban a mod? The patented Kirby. I hate it! Thanks, I hate it. Maybe the reason you don't see Kirby's butthole is because he is compact, thusly the- No! No! He's like a bird. It's like soared inward. Hi Panda, you got here just in time for talk about Kirby's butthole. How you doing tonight? How's it going? I want this guy. I haven't got the hang of how to use the pencil drill. It's probably very good if you're not me and you know what you're doing. Alrighty. So that means there is the cat lady boss left, and I think she's up here. You're tired, Panda! You been working? Are you, just tired? Just tired, period. I feel that. Alright, we're gonna get, for the cat lady, I think we'll get ice. Which I don't think is powered up, so it might not be as good. There we go. This might be okay. She's pretty fast though. What's up, our friends? How you doing? Running around. Oh, gotcha. But your new start date for work training is Tuesday. Yes. It'll be sad to see you go, Panda, but I'm happy that you're gainfully employed and that they didn't just ghost you, because I was kind of concerned about that when you said they hadn't gotten back to you. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh! I keep forgetting my dodge roll. My buttons are all confused because, this is a Switch game and I'm using a PS4 controller. So these are like very squishy versions. Juked. Tracking attack. Basically Elden Ring. Tracking attacks, duplicate bosses, dodge rolls. Elden Ring wishes it was this cool with the slow-mo. And she did. Again! 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 Oh, it's time for the curb coaster. It's time for the curb coaster. Heck yeah. Big suck. The Meta Knight head on the top is so stupid looking. Tilt. Alright, we tilting. More tilted than I ever was in Elden Ring. Oh, hit the rock. Got the gacha. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Panda. Look at how slow it is. Like, don't miss that. Do not miss the button. I missed the red. Oh, the red coin. Do we have to hit all of the switches? I wonder if it's gonna unlock a certain amount of things at the end based on how many you hit. Did we unlock it? Yes, we did! We unlocked enough for Waddle Dee. Yes! Freed! That's right, the frame drops. That's not the slow-mo you want to see. That's the wrong type of slow-mo. Yeah, the frame drops were their own boss. Let's be real. Probably the hardest boss in the game. I was still getting frame drops with Melania. It was like the last bit of the game I did. It's still uncontrollable frame drops. Fortunately, they didn't happen in the run where I beat her. But like off stream I was having a ton of them. The wanted posters are so good. Like the watercolor Kirby, finger-painted Kirby. Painted specifically by Silly Dillo. Hi. Is the game sound still okay? Music loud enough? Can you hear the hi? Venture deep in the secret passage. Oh no, is that why I didn't see what it said? Oh no. Frame drops keep falling on my head. This music is so dramatic. Can I just like skip this? Oh, it will not let me. Seems fine. Okay, thank you. The Beast Pack's final stand. Infiltrate the furry stronghold. Let's go. I didn't bring a healing item. That's another thing you can do. Oh my god, okay, the frames. The poor Switch as a system, that can was like 5 frames per second moving around. That was beautiful. What a thrill. Why were you thinking of that song when you were doing sit-ups? Oh no! I wanted to see what was in the box. What's in the box? Oh god, it's like Metal Gear! No! Oh, don't make me fight things on here. Like that fucking Metal Gear sequence. Oh, they didn't make you fight anything. I was fully expecting them to throw enemies at me on there. Instead, they're all here. Dang! The brass section. Freaking gun user. Who brings a gun to a sword fight? Who brings a gun to a curb fight? Defeat all the beasts in the— oh, I could've just ran. Could've just ran. Everything you hear turns into a song with vaguely similar words in your head. Everything! You always have a song stuck in your head? Doesn't that get annoying? Liquid Kirby fist fight is obligated now. Okay, Kirby with melee combat though. There's not a Kirby fist weapon, is there? Is there a Kirby fist weapon? Every game should have a fist weapon. Where a game has melee combat, it should have a fist weapon. That's my viewpoint. Thank you. Oh no! It's adding quotes, but it's triggered about it. Oh, that's what we get for being greedy. Can I jump? I cannot jump. Let's see. I see. Oh, you gotta think. You gotta use your brain in different ways. Not so great at doing that. Only when it's a song that annoys you. Oh, it's only annoying when it's a song that annoys you? Okay. So every time you played Elden Ring and found a grace, you weren't just like, fuck, I have this song stuck in my head again. What's the worst song you've had stuck in your head? Maybe that's not a good question to ask, because then it'll probably get stuck in your head again. There's a period of time I had some really annoying songs stuck in my head, and I can't remember what they were, but I just wanted it to stop. Okay, one really annoying song. Fuck it, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Gets stuck in my head constantly. There was when I worked at the bakery, one of the younger girls I worked with always had "You're a rich girl." It's like she had that stuck in her head and she would sing it so the rest of us would get stuck in our heads. And just be singing "Rich Girl." What do I do about the big boy? There's something I cleaned him off with. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna die in this children's game. This frog boy. I can't hit him. I can't hit him! I need water. That's what I need. I need to clean him. Don't hit me. Don't touch me. Oh. It's not like it matters that I die, because I just lose money, and I've got loads of money. I'm flush with Curb coin. Curb coin is doing great. Can I shoot the rabbits at him? Nope. There we go. There's another one up here too. So how the heck do we waddle deep? Free hot dog! Just a hot dog inside of a flower. God damn it. No, I want that, but there's goop on it! No! So I'm guessing we're gonna get water up here? There it is. There it is. That's the stuff. For me, it's less stuck in your head and more which one? Earworm due to forced exposure. Yeah, I guess it's different. Usually stuff that's stuck in your head is something you had listened to on your own. It's not something that's like on the freaking... It's playing on the radio at a store or something. Or at work. Like if you work or in retail or food service, you listen to the same like 10 songs on repeat a lot of the time because they have their set work safe playlist. We ended. That frog was full of milk and corn, just like a true American. I think I have enough water to make it over here. Here we go. This one too! They're all full of milk and corn! Is this a social commentary? This is clearly American Kirby. Now you're dancing and singing "Wake Me Up Before You Go." Unloading and loading weights. Oh. Working out. Getting swole. Teacups and teddies. What are you singing? Oh, a few of my favorite things. Oh, there's another one. Another one over there. I didn't notice it. Would you like to invest in Curb Coin, Risu? For just one easy payment of 100 Poyos, you too could have Curb Coin, which has no actual value. What are your feelings on should I stay or should I go? It's not bad, it's just kind of overused. I feel like it's been in a ton of commercials to the point where there's a lot of songs that just have been used so much that it's hard to see them, like to appreciate them as the song anymore, if that makes sense. Because they just have been used so much, you just heard them so much, it's like you've had enough. Look at it. I swear this is a social commentary. We just have the big, huge waddly Kirby full of corn and milk. It's a social commentary about Americans. Can I get this? There we go. 2 frames. What is this range? What range? I'm hiding. It's not about what's work safe, it's also the deals they can get on the licenses. That's true. That's true. Sometimes they just put on the regular radio and then regret it when there's like a song that you don't want to be hearing in a family establishment played, even though they think the radio is safe. Hi Keith! Thank you for lurking. I hope you're feeling okay. Hope you're hanging in there with everything. What are you doing?
Congratulations!
What are you doing, Keith?
Congratulations! Congratulations!
You should be resting. Should be resting. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Twi'lek. You know you're not feeling great, so it's just nice to see you. And I appreciate the lurkin, and that's support, but gifts and a sub to Twi'lek. Thank you so much. And Twi'lek, welcome back to the Prawn Stars, courtesy of Keith. Enjoy. Enjoy those emotes. Like, Kendrick's We Cry Together. I actually haven't heard that. What's so bad about it? I'm assuming it's a song with a meaning that is not clear at first listen. And then when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, oh, yeah, that's what... I still find it kind of hilarious how popular Semi-Charmed Life got when the lyrics are all about, like, doing crystal meth and having sex with prostitutes. And that was just all over the radio. It still is on, like, the... they call them the retro, like, the oldies. They call the fucking, like, 90s music channels the, oldies. Or not oldies, but the, whatever that's the classic rock, that's the word I'm looking for. It makes me very sad when the classic rock station is playing, Third Eye Blind. Secret Service, great. That poor bull, he was just hanging out there. Knocked him out with some Red Bull. Oh, snake! Oh, snake. I like the snakes, I don't want to fight them. This is like just a self-perpetuating system. We spit out the cans, we inhale the cans, we spit out the cans, we inhale the cans. Like, I can't bring it further. It's too heavy. I heard that Shrimpy is going to start gonna change your starting soon music. Yeah, no. I just inhaled a screwdriver. Even if it were possible, the Dimka would not allow me. I'm my parents. We have become our parents. Goodbye. Goodbye. But yeah, I basically disintegrated into dust when I heard they're like, next up on the classic rock station we have Third Eye Blind with Semi-Charmed Life, and then I just recoiled. Ugh, we're not even old! Like, we're not even old. They just want us to think we are. So we have an early midlife crisis and buy stuff. Okay. Don't hit me. Don't know! Do not hit. Look at the spiky boy waddle in! Okay, this has never happened. That is what the heck was that? That was just like, okay, you get whatever power you get. Hey, that's never happened. I guess it's if you inhale more than one. It's just a roulette. That's pretty funny. This music's so good! I love the soundtrack to this game. They really went all out with it. The orchestrated soundtrack. I never played Kirby's Star Allies. Did anyone play the other Kirby Switch game? I'm assuming it had kind of similar soundtrack to it. Orchestrated like this, but could be wrong. You like the Eurobeat version of the Can Can song? Oh, I haven't heard that. You still get carded, Ghost? Yo, same. I'm gonna be carded till I'm like 50 at this rate. That's a good problem to have. Honestly. It's almost like a compliment. Can I hit that from here? Alright, we gotta do it. Line it up. Lob shot. Oh my god. Just buy your houses already, you pesky not youth! We can't afford houses or children. We can't. That's why they're banning abortion, is because we refuse to have children. So they're like, okay, guess we'll make you have them. What's that gummy bread? You got that thick, absolutely thick mix. Oop. Oop. Alright, everything's going wrong. Thick power mix. Kirby is pretty thick in this game. Can't afford anything. Oh, here we go. He's doing it. He's doing it. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's all. That's all we had to do. It's like uncorking a bottle. Excuse me. Alright. I'm scared to go in here. This looks like a cage match. Oh, there's a gator! Is he gonna do anything, or he's just gatoring? Can't even afford to die because he's still gonna pay. Yeah, if you don't have life insurance, someone has to pay to take care of you. Carry your remains. It's a great country. Hi. What do I... Oh. What do I... How? I think we just leave him. I don't want to mess with the gator. I don't think we have to. So the firepower probably not good in the water area, but that's what we've got. Yes, we're swimming. This looks like an adventure. This looks bad. It's okay, he doesn't know. I'm just like stealing his donuts. They just left their lunch up there, snack up there for later. He just comes back, he's like, where's my donut? I was looking forward to that, my mom made that. It's a little brown bag lunch with a note from his mom. You had to refuel your little Corolla today? Paid almost $50. Yeah, I see people in California filling their SUVs for $100, and I just keep thinking, man, it's great they're forcing people back to the office. That makes a lot of sense right now. Between the COVID and the obscene gas prices and the climate change caused by, you know, motor vehicle usage. It's just like... it's to the point where it's like I can't even be mad or upset about things anymore because they're just like that bad. They're just that ridiculous. But at least we have Kirby. Like, the world may be a dumpster fire, but we have Ringmouth Kirby. It could be worse. One day we'll be carded for our old age bus passes, and we'll take that with determined cheer, silent tears. I think old people... I don't, this is probably not a hot take. I think old people should be, required to renew, like, they should be required to take another driving test at a certain age. Like, you hit age 70, you should be required to take another test to renew your license. Wee! 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 Very good. His mouth is kind of scary looking. It's kind of disturbing. Like, no, I am in the US, but as far as I know, you don't have to take another driving test to, when you reach a certain age to prove that you can still drive. Like, there's a huge amount of accidents from elderly people who just are not fit to drive, but are able to. Like, when my grandma was alive, she lived to be like 88, and she was driving up until she was like 85, and she was in her little, like, I helped her find a car. Also, the car shouldn't have been on the road, but I found her a Ford Festiva on Craigslist for $500. $500. This was back in like early 2000s. And she was putting around in that little go-kart until she was like 85. Could barely see, had terrible knees, so her knees were like really hard to move and hit like the freaking brakes when she needed to because her knees were so stiff. But she was driving! She should have been driving, but she was still driving. She had her independence. She was stubborn as fuck. But I don't... It's sad for the old people who are losing their independence, but there's a lot of old people who really should not be driving. Like, when my mom was, picking us up from school, when I was a freshman in high school, she parked in the parking lot, and while she was waiting to pick us up, an elderly man slammed into the car while it was parked with his car. He was, backing up, and he hit the gas instead of the brakes and slammed into the car. He just, like, rammed on the gas instead of the brakes. When I worked at the bakery, another elderly person, drove into the bakery. Like, I don't know if there's statistics on how many elderly people get into accidents versus just younger people, but I feel like it's a lot. It's kind of a problem. For not just for them, but for others around them, like a safety thing. Imagine everyone driving a pickup truck. Really cheap to fill. Wait, they're cheaper to fill than SUVs? You're not obligated to take periodic driving tests as third-year citizen. In the US, you just take one driving test. Like, one road test to get your license when you're a teenager, usually. And then you've got it, you're good for life, and then you just go back for an eye test every so many years at the DMV. But so for whatever this is a bullshit thing to me. This is another bullshit thing to me. So, they don't retest you like an actual driving exam, but you still have to renew your license and pay $50 every so many years for nothing, for a new piece of plastic that has a new year on it. You change nothing. It's just for the right to have a license. You have to pay $50 every so often. Like, great. Great! Don't know what we're paying them for. I need to get one of the cones to break that pipe. Oh, that turtle boy! Ah, here it is. We must cone. Ah! You know, I gotta get the curb. There's a lot going on here. Trying to get the anti-Kirby propaganda. I lost my hat. No, it's gone. Cannot. There we go. Missing one. It's definitely a problem, especially those that go, "No, my abilities aren't deteriorating, I can see just fine." Yeah, and then meanwhile they have, like, the thickest Coke bottle glasses imaginable. Hey, Wolf! How you doing? It's good to see ya. Welcome to Kirby and talk about old people driving. I like old people. I try not to be ageist, but that is a trend that I have noticed. Is some people should, like, to be fair, there's a lot of people who aren't old people probably shouldn't be driving. A lot of people just suck at driving. I am one of them. I'm pretty bad at driving. No, you! You. Oh. Whee! That must be really uncomfortable as, oh no, he's flat. I was gonna say, he... I didn't know if he had a butthole with the cone. Going up the water spigot there. Oh no. Oh, that was great. Living on the West Coast, you agree? There are a lot of folks our age who shouldn't be driving. Yeah, I feel like the more populated areas of the country really... God damn it, I'm trying to break him. They really showcase where all the bad drivers are. Like, Boston is notorious with bad drivers. Just very aggressive drivers. I don't know if it's that bad out in, like, the boonies. There we go. My depth perception is not very good. We just ended that turtle's life. For Waddle Dee. It was worth? Oh, not for just any Waddle Dee. The end of the level Waddle Dees. Hi. We did it. Didn't get all the hidden ones. Somehow missed one, but... Don't fall in the lava using cone mouth. Yeah, that was not happening. Boombox! Heck yeah! Oh, that's what that guy's called. These things gave me nightmares as a kid. These enemies are terrible. Because you're so trained in Kirby to just inhale everything. And then these enemies you inhale and they turn into like a nightmare Cyclops freaking beast. So scary. Ultra rare Lone Swordsman Meta Knight figure. I'm gonna put it on my mantle. The mysterious vortex brought Meta Knight to the New World too. He quickly tasked himself with finding a way back to Popstar until the Beast Pack attacked Waddle Dee Town. The besieged settlement needed protecting, and a swordsman never ignores a chance to train. Oh, we won. We don't need to keep playing. We got the Meta Knight figure. You especially hate people who drag race at 1 AM in the morning or do donuts in the streets. Oh yeah, they just have no consideration for anyone but themselves and their own fun. Like, people have to wake up, they gotta go to work. Kirb's getting the Japanese water toilet treatment. Do they have bidets? He's a cute little murder ball. Oh, we're doing it. Is this the final boss? The king? Is it DDD? Is it King DDD? Is it my guy? Look at all this optional stuff I'm missing. Oh, Reese is sending you love, Charlie. She's sleeping on the bed. Yes, did they scare you too, Socksman? The Scarfies? Or is that just my childhood drama? How are you? I'm doing okay, Kuthwolf. How about you? I'm hermiting. I'm hermiting myself as best as possible because everyone I know has COVID right now, so I'm just kinda hanging out at home, doing work from home as much as I can. Yellow looks like a rabbite. Oh, kinda, yeah, I could see that. You just call the police on their non-emergency line if people are being absolute butts on the road at night. Especially if they pass by multiple times. That is fair. Honestly, they deserve it. It's not like the cops have anything better to do. Bidets are just missed jacuzzis. Prove you wrong. That'd be a very big bidet or small jacuzzi. Very scary. Oh, we're giving Charlie a treat. Okay. Charlie. Is it okay if I give her a treat on the bed? Because she looks very comfy. Or do you want to see up-close treating? I kind of don't want to move her. Okay. She looks big comfy. Oh, and Panda sending me usually very good. She's getting the finest Pure Bites duck liver freeze-dried treats this evening. Thank you. Charlie appreciates it. She's such a weird creature. She's so like weird because she'll eat these duck liver treats because they're freeze dried, but if you give her any actual meat, she's like, "What is this?" Doesn't know. Like, I tried to give her a piece, just out of curiosity. I had a filet mignon the other day. Filet mignon. They gave it to me from my farm share. So I was like, would you like a tiny little piece of filet mignon? I put it up to her face. She's like, how dare you insult me with the filet mignon? Where are my crunchies? Where are my crunchies, peasant? So we don't try that anymore. They might have better stuff to do. Yeah, I guess the non-emergency line is there for a reason. Charlie time is best time. She is the best. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We're going in the presence of the king. They had a friend with a really low quality bidet. He called it the John Wayne of bidets because it didn't take shit off of anybody. Please tell me that's a true story. We ordered a bidet at the start of the pandemic during the toilet paper scare of 2020 and never installed it. It's still sitting there. House cats are natural cow predators. You never see out in the wild? Just a bunch of house cats, just like finding a farm. They're just like in a pack, they find a farm, they just like descend on the cow like a pack of velociraptors. She's been pampered and spoiled for so long she doesn't remember her past. The cat, I think she's been outside once in her whole life, and it was when I tried to take her out on a leash a few years ago, and she was terrified. Actually, not necessarily terrified, but just, like, overwhelmed. Like, she didn't know what to do. Would it be fancier to rebrand freeze-dried as thermally cured? I think you're onto something, Kuthwolf. Do it and sell it at Whole Foods for double the price. It's the guy! The DDD! My man! He doesn't look so good. Is he becoming a beast man? His primal nemesis, Forgo DDD. What is this? What is this? Okay, this music slaps. When can I hit him? This is some Elden Ring shit. When can I hit this man? He's just a barrage of attacks. I'm so ready. I can do it now because it's dizzy. It's patience. I think he's got a pig mask. Hitless run. I don't know his moves, but... Okay, what's he doing? What's he doing? Okay. We just gotta dodge this one, he's wide open. This is such a good remix of his theme. Oh, he hit me. God damn it. Got him! First try! Uh-oh. Face tag! Did they seriously give a Kirby boss a fucking face too? Excuse me. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Hit his butt! He's like feral mode DDD. What is this? Woo! He's just punching fiery tornadoes. This is awesome. Man, I love this now, but I can just imagine like being a kid and playing this game too. I got so freaking pumped about Kirby as a kid. Not again, like I love it now, but I feel like as an adult I don't have the same level of excitement over things. Oh yeah, that is a lava puddle. Oh, look at his head under the mask. He's out of breath. Dee Piggy. Oh, he's sucking. No, that's my move. No, that's my move. You may not suck. You may not suck. Kirby's only. Oh, he's got one hit left. Oh! He summoned ads! Basically Elden Ring. The fact that they give Kirby a freaking dodge roll is so funny. Got him! Well, that was fun. Just one little DD? Oh no, it's three. There's 3 DDs. Waddle Dees. I keep saying DDD instead of Waddle Dee. Can I inhale? Can I inhale? DDD? It's making just weird noises. I cannot inhale DDD. That would be the end of this franchise. Yeah, that's definitely the last boss, right? It's definitely not gonna be some unknown eldritch abomination. Lions have been seen hunting elephants. So yeah, lions, but house cats. You don't have Whole Foods, but we have Photex? Hi. Don't get hit by Forgo DDs. Fire attack. Oh, I was slow. It's too slow. This is the hard mode, by the way. Your cat would freak out about outside. She would creep into the garage a little and peek out the garage door, but then go back in. It's like, if they spend their whole life inside, they're probably happy there. There's some cats that always have the itch to go outside, like once they get a taste of it, but like if you give them the option and they're like, nah, I'm good, there's no reason to force them. We can't have cats go outside here because of the coyotes, and it's bad for the environment too. Aww. Was he possessed by the beasts? He was possessed. He's not the bad guy. Look at him blushing. This is anti-furry propaganda. No, not Waddle Dee. This is great. This is so dramatic. Oh shit. It's a movie scene. Oh, hold up. The lab. Ooh. This is where all the creepy stuff happens.
Automatic language detection activated. Authentication system activated. Authenticating. Authenticating. Entry code approved. Initiating facility navigation protocol.
What the heck is this?
Welcome, visitors, to the Dream Discoveries Tour of our science facility, Lab Discovera.
Ooh, I had no idea this was a thing.
On this thrilling tour, you'll be introduced to the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86.
Oh no.
From the moment IDF-86 arrived on our planet, it began a campaign of destruction that threatens the native wildlife of our entire world. Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying IDF-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warp technology we enjoy today.
Oh! It's actually Kirby lore. Is this the origin of the warp star?
However, 30 years after our research began, a warp experiment incident occurred in this facility. A new life form, separated from the main specimen, escaped in the aftermath. That new subspecimen has yet to be recovered. In the time since, IDF-86 has shown no signs of activity.
This is so hype.
It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule here on the top level of Lab Discovera.
Just imagine kids playing this being like, oh my god!
Let's meet the ultimate life form, specimen IDF-86.
Oh my god! I'm so scared! Okay, so we can do the sword or we can do the flame. I feel like the flame is bested, so we're gonna get that. I think I can still upgrade this more. I think this is still level 2, and I think I'm at a 3rd level. Yeah, they sound nice. I'm sure they're fine. Time to eat! Why would a tour guide divulge gross negligence to present hype? To hype up the player. This is a Kirby universe. Anything goes. Alright, it's just the boss. It's just a boss. What's it gonna be? Ooh. Oh dear. It's a seahorse. And a furry. And dialogue with little claw marks. Take a good look, Pink Intruder. Isn't this a beautiful sight? You're not not even seeing the Great One. It's literally an eldritch abomination! It's literally, they're not even hiding it anymore, it's literally an eldritch abomination, it's a Great One! You're not even seeing the Great One in full form. You're incomplete without their other half. Long ago, the Great One granted the people of this world a miraculous power. Those people left this world behind and entered a land of dreams. Oh. Kirby's dreamland? Once the Great One is complete again, I know we will also receive this miraculous power. We, the ones they left behind in this forgotten land. And now, the time has finally come. Oh no! So cute. That's right. This small creature here is the Great One's missing half! Oh no. Finally, after all our planning and effort, we can help the Great One reach their complete form. I've dreamed of this moment for so many years. If you dare to stand in our way, we'll feast on your hide! Oh, okay. You're gonna actually fight me, or you're gonna send your minions? Reverse Cthulhu! They're making you sad because your friend. You gotta protect your friend. He's gonna die. This is traumatizing. He's gonna be absorbed into the Great One. Is he impressed? Oh, here we go. Oh, shirts off! Shirts off! It's like a Yakuza battle! Leon Gar! Leon! Alright, here's the strat, guys. Here's the strat. Oh, he's got 2 swipes. No, I want my... Furry noises. He's just standing in it. There we go. Extra strat. And pretty much you shoot everyone in the crotch because Kirby's only yay high. It's only yay tall. He doesn't have much other target than the crotch. Uh-oh, he's Super Saiyan. He's heating up. Oh my god! What is this? What are different shapes? What is this? Oh, he chomped, he chomped, he chomped. This is a pretty complex moveset for a Kirby boss. Kinda spooky. This would definitely scare me as a child. Oh, what the heck? What is this? He's a charging his laser. What is this? This is nuts. These are pretty good bosses. He's still burning. Seems like I can just, as long as I dodge through, that works. Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention to my health. You dodge into it. Basically Bloodborne. Yeah, wrecked. Furry mayhem. This is definitely rule 34 of this character. So now we feed our friend the sleeping Eldritch Abomination just so we can fight the last boss, right? Why are they a Rajang? No, there's actually just straight up a Rajang in here. It's a big gorilla guy. Or do you mean the mouth laser? Got the X Factor. You dare. Plan ruined. Important plan. Needed labor. Opened vortex. Found workforce. Brought here. And yet, error made. Irksome. Irksome pink contaminant. Careful planning. Now wasted. No more planning. No more patience. Instead. This is terrifying. This Everything shall be consumed. This is like Evangelion. This is just straight up like Evangelion. What is this shit? It's like Unit 1 going berserk. Oh, are they gonna help me? Oh no! The face on the bowl is just like. Oh no! It's Akira. It's Akira. I see. It's all the anime at once. Oh god! Oh god! The lion face. Well, is it an auto-scroller running away from it? That's gross. How do we get rid of it? How do we get rid of it? Escape! Some of the game sounds are really quiet, like the cute Kirby noises are too quiet. There's no way to change it. Oh. Invasive species Fectoforgo. Oh dear. It's an auto-scroller and a boss. Ah! I gotta run. This is a run and gun. It's a run and gun. Not quite sure where I'm supposed to go. I didn't put my 3D glasses on. I guess I just stand outside of his head. Oh, I'm not fast enough. I can't run. This is as fast as my little legs are going. What's it gonna do? Oh, it tracks. It actually tracks. I don't think we can inhale this. Whoop. Man, I should have brought another tomato. Mistakes were made. Ah! Slime. Oh, and there's a little asshole on the box. I wonder if I stop moving if I'll get hit, but I'm kind of too concerned to stop moving. I love how they throw the stars out in case you lose your power. I think it's just tracking to be right behind me to make it spooky. There we go. Put out of its misery. Did someone say steak? Hi, dork! Got here in time for the gelatinous cube Kirby boss. Uh-oh, no! Not my flying squirrel friend! No. Oh, he's so mad. He has become American Kirby. No, my friend. He's upsetty. Rice and tofu for dinner? What are you seasoning it with? I made a stir fry with ground turkey and green beans, tamari, garlic, and ginger. I kind of wanted to go out into the yard and get some scallions, but I was too lazy and I didn't want to check myself for ticks afterwards. But we have a ton of scallions growing wild around the yard that are really good to just throw in different stir fries. Hey, guess what? I think there's gonna be another boss. What should we bring? To give you every single power you have unlocked through it, like the entire game here. the full arsenal. I think the sword's probably... It's tough, because the flame has the burn damage, but the sword is... It's got a ranged attack a little bit, it's got charge attack. Also, you look like Meta Knight, but it hides Kirby's cute face. Hiding Kirby's cute face is definitely a downside. This one has good range. I think we'll stick with the fire. So many choices, though. Yeah, very spooky. Alright, so if that wasn't the final boss, so we had Possessed DDD as like the mini boss. we had that as the pre-final boss. And then what the heck is gonna be up here? It's gonna be the other thing, like, hatched now? It's been completed? What's it gonna look like? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's Kirby! That sure is a Kirby boss. It's an Evangelion. Ultimate life form. Fecto Elphis. Elphilis. What the fuck? I love Kirby bosses, they make no sense. Even the music. It's like weirdly angelic. It's freaking Elvis! He's not dead! The king is back. Get on my level. Oh no. Man, this boss is cool looking. It's just like Elphalin, but more terrifying. It's like psychedelic looking. I think the flame was a good choice. Oh. That burn damage still ticking, because he's gonna be flying around a lot. What? Excuse. Again! Oh, it's still burning! Oh shit. Yeah, the whole boss design's really neat. Again, Furry's probably all over this. No, give me my hat. No. Can I get the hat? Thank you. They definitely went all out with the movesets after adding a dodge roll to the game. Sure does feel like a final boss. But will it have a phase 2, like DDD did? It's kinda hard to see what it's doing with all the fire. Definitely should have bought a healing item though. What's that? What's happening? What the fuck? What? What actually? What? That was weird. It looks like clones of him, but not really. Oh, it still clipped me. Some Crucible Knight moveset here. Oh. You actually got a phase 2. What? Where were you when the acid kicked in? At the Kirby final boss. I like the choir. Oh my god! This is super cool. Okay, it's that weird clone attack. Oh, this is different. Oh, he's healing! No, he's fucking healing! I think. Oh, that's not good. He heals. They gave him a fucking heal! It's a children's game. It's an easy baby game for babies. It's fine. What's he gonna do that he's gonna do the big... No? Oh, there's gonna be a big asteroid at the end there. There's pretty much no way you would know about the heal attack until you see it for the first time. do like that he's side-eyeing you too. He's like sneering at you. I don't know if I'm gonna get this first try. He keeps doing this like meteor shit. Just walked right into that. Oh no, it's the big one! And my hat! No! My hat! Guess I'll die. I just had to guess right. Just don't get it. It's that easy. Just don't get it. Just don't get hit. What is this? What's that? Actually, don't know what that is. Just dodge roll. Just dodge roll. Iframes. Oh my god, he just scared the shit out of me. Come on! Oh my god. What am I supposed to do on this one? I still don't know! I just guard and pray. Oh, we got him. I think. Oh, save friend! Save friend! Oh, wait a minute. Wait! No! That's awesome. That was funny. You're free. He's like, what happened? You. And it's off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there a phase 2? That's not a question I would think I would be asking about a Kirby game, ever. Such incredible power. Whatever it's trying to do, it's gonna be pretty bad. What is it, Kirby? Whoa, is that your home? That's Planet Popstar. Oh no, it's Planet Popstar through that huge vortex. It wants your world to collide with this one. Okay, it's Majora's Mask and we have to stop it, but how? Use your noggin, Kirby. Is that... This is like Metal Gear Rising shit. Like, whatever. It's like a launch a fucking 18-wheeler at it, it's fine. Okay, yep. This is game of the year. This is game of the year, by the way. This is game of the year. And it's playing the... Oh my god, it's playing the Invincible music. This is incredible. Yo, what was that? Cryptimus Prime! Oh no! Oh, it doesn't matter. We're fine. It did look like a giant hamburger. Just like chunks of the world being launched at us. This is amazing. This has got to be one of the best Kirby games. They really went all out with it. This is like pure joy. This version of the song is so good too. Go fast! Come on, Kirby, you can do it! There we go. And I like how they have the like the 8-bit samples in there too. That's different from the rest of the game. It's like tying it all together, next to the old Kirby's. Oh my god, it's a fucking quick time event. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god, it's different buttons. It's different buttons too. What's he doing? The noise he's making! This is like some RE5 like Chris Punch in the Boulder shenanigans here. This is like a combination of so many fun games. Oh my god. Curb smash! I'm mashing my buttons so hard he won't even be able to. He can't even compete. He cannot compare. Gotta save the planet. Got him. This is so anime. This is amazing. Oh my god, that was so cool. That was all out. Are we home? Hey, prostitute. What are you doing? Who cares about physics when you can have that? Oh no! Like concerned Waddle Dee in the back, like. Oh no! Is he gonna abandon us? Oh no! Or is he gonna die? No, he can't. The operatic vocals. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's so cute! No, my heart! My heart! My heart! It's too cute. It's too cute. Made me tear up. Like, I don't cry at normal things, but it's like so cute. It's so cute. Oh, sad Kirby. Oh, is he back? Why is he lying? Why is he lying? What did he see? Is it for the sequel? Oh my god. So cute! Sea Star Burger! Immediately forgets about his friend Uberg. Oh man, this is so cute. The post oh, the selfies with the bosses. Look at the freaking silly Dillo's eyes just like derping. Was Star Allies good? It never goes on sale, so I've never got it because I thought it was only like a very short game. This music goes so hard. So apparently there's a post-game too that is different. So we'll see. We'll see if it's worth doing when the credits roll. That was an awesome last boss though. Like the last Kirby game I played, like the most recent one, was Planet Robobot. I can't even remember the last boss of that game. But this thing was just so well put together, like the whole lead up to it and the facility with the announcer hyping it up and the different phases with the DDD and then the auto-scroller and then the actual boss, which was actually really complex, like moveset-wise. That was definitely a good final boss. He does have Krusty the Clown energy now that you mention it. It was a bit easy. Since even one player had 4 people, oh that's true, you had the friends, but still pretty enjoyable. If only it would go on sale. If only it would go on sale. Man, this is definitely my game of the year so far, like, I don't even think it's close. It's just, like, Elden Ring was fun, but I was saying before, this game is just, like, pure joy. Like, there's no bad to it. Like, everything about it's so cute and fluffy, and the music's bopping, and it just is, it's fun to play. Just a feel-good game. I would definitely recommend if you guys have a Switch and, like, want something that is not miserable to play. This is the game. This is just, like, pure dopamine, like, fucking inject it into my brain cells. The game. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. So let's see about this post-game. Because I don't have anything to play after this, and it's 8 o'clock. So I think the post-game is pretty sizable, but I'm not gonna 100% the game. I'm not really like the type of person to go find all the Waddle Dees and all the powers and everything, but that is an option for people who want to get more time out of the game. Honeykeeper, I was playing that Apico off stream a little bit. It is from what you saw. Okay, cool. Yeah, some people said it was like Souls. Dota! I ain't playing Dota alone, dork. I'm not that masochistic. I only play Dota with friend. Oh, here we go. To be continued. Excuse me. Stop, prostitute! Why don't you Dota? Why don't you stream Dota, huh? Huh? Space, baby. Wait. So has anyone seen all of this game? Like, including the post-game? Is there another one? Another final boss? Oh. Look at their little guitars. Look at his little guitar. Oh. Yeah, if you want to just give me a yes or no, is there like a true final boss? Because if there is, I will do. Okay, there's another hard boss. Okay, I'll do all the post game then. Because if there wasn't, I'd probably just do it off stream. But if there is another boss, I'll try to push through. Look at him, Ultimate Cup. Yeah, the open case. They want money. DDD is just lounging up there. Look at him. He's living his best life. Increase the power. I thought I could already do that. Uh-oh, the furry moved in. Clawline. She beckons. Hey look! Clawline is visiting our town. She looks a bit upset. Ah. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Kirby? When things finally calmed down and the animals came to celebrate with us, Leongar was missing. That Clawline's been looking for him. She might have found something. We should ask her what's going on. Oh, so that's how they take you into the post-game. Also, we got a present! Oh my god, I want us to stay this close forever. He's so happy. The Waddle Dees in town all chipped in and had star coins delivered to your house. They were like digging through their couch cushions like to send us money. If you lose a whole lot of star coins during your adventure, the Waddle Dees will help you regain roughly half of the lost amount. Oh, that was nice of them. That means the post-game content might be getting harder. Nice! That actually makes me feel guilty for dying, because when I die, I lose coins, and then the Waddle Dees have to dig into their personal savings, and then they can't retire. And it's my fault. It's my fault that the Waddle Dees can't retire. Because I died, because I'm bad. I could just chill here all day with this music. Hello? Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Here's the jam. No, that's not the one. Which one? What's the car driving music? The smell of a scary beast. They don't have the weeb, like, car driving music in here, do they? Please don't inhale the cinema patrons! Alright! There's like every song in here, except the one I'm looking for. This one's pretty good too. Can't believe you're making the Waldy's favorite protection one. It wasn't my idea. You can— wow. Take my money. Shut up and take my money. What happens if I fill it? I got so much money, these Waddle Dees. They don't know what to do with it. Are they gonna upgrade? What happened? They don't know what to do. Oh! They can play new songs! Oh! Ooh, boy. I see. It's still not the song I was looking for. But they can play more. How many are there? There it is! That's the name of it. Welcome to the New World. Yeah! Where the waters of life began? The wastes where life began. Let me get an actual healing item before we go out. Give me healing in doggy bag, please. Give me that tomato. To go! Tomato to go! Hi! She ate all her food. Okay. So we did that. I guess we go talk to the cat lady. Oh, you know, let me grow up power first. Some of these can be upgraded even more. Just like a whole binder full of recipes for this guy. Deep sleep. Is it any better than regular sleep? Raise your— oh! Okay, so it powers up the attack ability without evolving the power itself. Okay, get it. Also, I might need to do this to beat the in-game stuff. I don't have any of the stars. Blizzard. They're making me do the side content! They're forcing me to engage in the gameplay. How could they? Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to- I wasted my tomato. I wasted- I used the wrong button! Let me get another tomato. No one saw it. No one saw it! You saw nothing. I just wanted to give these guys more money. Their business is struggling. Ever since I beat the game, haven't needed as many heals. It was delicious. Do you think it, like a Maxim tomato? Do you think it just tastes like a raw tomato? Just like a big, like he just eats it like an apple? I guess he inhales it, but like, I'm not a fan of raw tomato. Is it a cooked tomato? Did they just take a raw tomato and paint an M on it and put it on a plate? You seen it! Don't tell anyone. Bye. Goodbye. I know you want to talk to me, but I want to talk to the furry lady instead. I'm sorry. I got priorities. Is this another mysterious vortex? Another one? Another one. What? You sense Leongar somewhere in there? Here we go! Alright, what's it gonna be? I haven't seen any of the post games, so I have no idea what to expect. Excuse me? Oh my gosh! This feeling! This is exactly how it felt when I was absorbed by my other half, Fectoelphalis. It's possible that after that big battle, Leongar became trapped in this strange place. Come on, Kirby, we have to check it out. This is just like the other levels, but like, spooky. Isolated Isles. Forgo Dreams. Forgo Plains? What is this? This place feels like it's made from super strong psychic energy. Let's be careful. This whole game sucks, Reeser. God. I'm gonna collect stuff. Uh-oh. So it's basically the other levels with more enemies and a palette swap. Interesting. Oh shit. There might be different stuff. But as of right now, it looks like just kind of repeats. You get a piece of Leon's soul. Wait, is this Leongar's soul? Must be a tiny fragment of it. If you collect more of these scattered soul pieces, you might be able to save him. Try to collect more pieces of Leon's soul as you explore the isolated isles of Forgo Dreams. I hope I don't have to get like every single one in each area. Because I'll miss some of them. Dance, doodle, dance! Oh. No, I don't dance. Who dances? Collect soul. I'm kinda just run by everything. Just like my Soulsborne, just run. It's that easy. Just run. Do not engage. Look, they don't even attack. They don't know. It's something to hammer with. Maybe a hammer? Man, I sure could use something to hammer with. How about hammer? That ability. They had a billion monkeys before you get to this area because they don't want you to miss it. There we go. Should probably upgrade the hammer power too. This seems to pop up pretty frequently, so it's probably pretty useful. Ow! You're just like slamming a bunch of enemies in these levels. I'm honestly not sure if I'm a fan of this quite yet. Like, I like the idea of it. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Use that tomato. I do like that it's kind of like a surreal version of the other levels, but it's pretty much exactly the same as the other levels, but with more enemies. So far. And my patience for repetition isn't great. Alrighty. Unless you're like trying to speed around something. So I'm wondering if these green pieces, so usually they were to unlock Waddle Dees, but I'm wondering if it's unlocking a big chunk of souls. I'm not sure what the prize is for them. I think I'm gonna miss them anyway. Oh, wild bonkers. Ah! I definitely need to upgrade the hammer. It doesn't do much damage. It's like the one power I have. It might even be better just to use the stars. And I can just, no I can't. So can I just grab this? Monkey, return to monkey. Oh, we're gonna get the monkey pox. No. Must destroy monkey pox. I do like the bap noises. Hammer, yes. Very powerful Kirby weapon. Oh. Does he have different moves? I haven't fought him in so long that I don't remember what his moves are. He's just a mini-boss, he's kicking my ass. Yeah, monkeypox is just like chickenpox on steroids. It looks like you get all these nasty pustules. It does not seem like a fun time. The fun thing that I learned about monkeypox is if you get sick with it, it can last a month. They said like 2 to 4 weeks. Which sounds like nothing that anyone here can afford. Myself included. Being sick for 4 weeks at a time. What'd you miss? Age, you missed the final boss! It was amazing! You missed it! It was so funny. There was a sequence where you fight your little flying squirrel friend who becomes absorbed by like an Evangelion type like angel thing. You fight that, and then he tries to bring your home world to crash into this world, so you inhale an 18-wheeler and drive up like a bunch of broken buildings, and then there's a quick time event where you stop the planet from hitting the other planet. It's kind of amazing. Just playing the Invincible music too with the 18-wheeler going, so it's just like do 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 do. It's kind of amazing. So now I'm in the post game. I beat the game, and this is like the post game, I guess. Which is the goal is to get a bunch of soul pieces so we can resurrect some furry lion guy, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty great. Yeah, you turn into Optimus Prime and go Super Saiyan. It's better than I explained it. That was close. I'm not gonna run out of soda. I got plenty of soda. I got soda for days. Soda for days. Who hasn't stopped a planet in a QTE? If you haven't, this is your game. Alright, what's it gonna do? Oh. Just gives a little boost. A little boosty boost. What's up, bye? Everyone gets follow bots. If you don't get follow bots, you get the people that are advertising for you to buy follow bots. Is this all that? Oh, hold up. Hold up, money. And gotcha. Yeah. Fig. eggs! That's the real reward. It's not the souls, it's the loot. Thanks for the money. He was just happily chucking his bombs. I want that soul. Oh my god, I'm just dying. I need the fucking... I have to use Blaine. Cannot use brain. You may not be a bot. Are you not a bot, prostitute? Owl bot. So full of rice. You already made dinner? You already done? Oh, I have the thing where I can hold it to aim. Man, these levels are harder. Are not an owl bot. It would make the reading so much easier if it was like pre-programmed. Imagine if you had like you could automate, prostitute, you could automate so much of what you post. Every time Box is late, you could just push one button. And it would go tell him he is late. With the appropriate re-emotes. Think of the possibilities. Save so much typing. The rebot, there you go. If you ever stream, you get a name. He may not latte. He did latte last night. I didn't watch the end of that game, but it was very creepy. I was playing Dota with Age, so I missed a lot of it, but... A tomato for me? Spit. Those levels are definitely harder, but it does seem like, as far as I can remember, to be the same level design. Which is not... I don't know if I'll get through. I don't know how many there are. So to get these, gotta just have skill. Oh, it's timed. Just have skill. It's that easy. What the fuck? It's not easy! God damn it! It's so hard to aim, because I can't, like... It takes so long to, like, target. By the time I target, it's already down. Like, I have to almost get lucky with it. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Like, I just, like... Oh, it's not... Jesus Christ. It's all for one! Yikes! Looking at these colors feels like you stared at the game for a long time and then you stared at a white piece of paper. You know they just took a filter and just like put it over the game. Definitely has that look. It's got that hand-painted filter look. Why's the camera doing this? This means we got an auto-scroller. Oh no. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr, burr. Look how slow it's moving. Oh, is this for real? Oh, bug! Oh, if we didn't get both of those, we'd miss the burger. And that would just be tragic. Oh, look at how beautiful HP we got. Uh-oh. Time to die getting this under the thing here. I feel like this isn't supposed to be here. Oh. Looks like you've already collected all the pieces of Leon's soul in this spot. Let's check the next area. What? So basically, if you miss stuff, you gotta redo the whole level. Do I have to get every single piece of his soul? Like, every last one? I ain't about that. I ain't about collecting 50 things per level. We're not in the N64 days anymore. I don't have the patience for collectathons. What is this? Yeah. Collecting, gross. Some people like that. Like, I can see why they put it in the game, because the game without this post-game stuff is pretty short. Yeah, if you need a ton of them, I might not finish it, honestly, just because I'm not a fan of collecting stuff. It feels like a treasure hunt more than a game to me most of the time. And I always end up missing stuff because the stuff's pretty well hidden. And if there's 50 of them per island, and there's like 5 islands, it looks like, or more. Come back! And some of them are like this, like you can only get it. You could only get that before it dropped, and I had no idea that it would drop onto a fucking conveyor belt and go so fast I couldn't get it. So you have to redo the whole level if you miss one. Which is very, ugh. It's almost like it's encouraging you to speedrun at that point. Oh! Oh, he's got a spooky face. Beef meat. Goodbye. Goodbye, monkey. Oh. Okay. So they drop pieces too. Like, normally I would be like, psyched. Oh yeah, more Kirby. And then it's like, oh, more Kirby, but you gotta collect 300 things. Then it becomes like more like Mario, where you're collecting the stars. Or the moons, or whatever. Get up here. Ow. Even the boxes! Whoa! What whoa? What whoa? What whoa? What whoa, waggy? My HP. Yeah, this is that post-game. It's like, it's hard mode. Quote-unquote hard mode post-game. It's okay, we got the cursed ability, we're ready to roll. This is a baby game, but it's, if you saw the last boss, you would eat those words. Ah! Watch me waddle. The frantic waddling with the music, and it's like the freaking ground is failing. This is sus. Oh. How can he even fit in here? Oh. You're a baby key! You tell him. I don't think there's a prayer for me to get all of these. It kind of makes me sad, but this is a lot of stuff to focus on finding. There's one down there. There's so many enemies too. Like, how am I even supposed to get that without guess I can barely get up. Do I seriously have to waddle this over here, hit this one block, and then come back? It's a skill issue. Just get good. No! The meat! That fucking wabbit. This is kinda tricky. This is deceptively tricky. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what I expected. It's okay, the rabbit died too. It's fine. It's fine. You can always return to the height you jump off of. Oh, good to know. Okay, let's see if my depth perception is on point. Nope. I wanted to land on the crate. My money. My money. 1 HP and Dreamland. Okay, there are no shadows, to be fair. Like, it's almost impossible. Good scrub. Everyone's so mean. This game's hard, okay? It's hard. Like, how am I supposed to figure out how to land on top of it here? Where's my shadow? Like, I don't fucking know where my shadow is. Is there any way to tell? Like, they really want you to walk down there and then walk back up. Instead of, taking the easy way. Okay, this is terrible. This is actually just terrible. Let's make Kirby climb up a bunch of rickety stairs as a cone that are falling. It'll be great. No! No! Spit it out! Spit it out! What is this? Get me out of here. Yo, this game, I was saying earlier, this game's basically Elden Ring. It's got the duplicate bosses, it's got a dodge roll, you get a sword, you get cosmetics. It's basically the same game. The Maxim tomato is basically your flask of Crimson Tears. Yeah, the top ones were coin blocks. I missed a lot of stuff. Do we have to fight the gorilla again? Oh yes, he's a palette swap. He's a palette swap gorilla. He's all like synthwave, the synthwave version. Yeah! Phantom Gorimando! He's got hypno eyes! Uh-oh! Uh-oh, look out! And I don't have an upgraded weapon. He's tripping, he's tripping. Oh, my weapon does so little damage because it's not upgraded. Ah, he actually does more damage, and he has different moves. What? Dude, okay, alright. There's 2 rings. There's 2 rings! So you can't jump it. So, about the Elden Ring? What's up, Martian dude? How you doing? Honestly, there was a King TDD boss that had a phase 2. And I was freaking out. He actually had a phase 2. Yeah, we're in Blood Dragon now. It's fine. Oh! There's weird little hypno eyes! I'm Melania Blade of Michaela. Monkey Lania. I don't think I'm gonna get this first try. I need an upgrade. I need to they like encourage you to go back and upgrade all your weapons. Because it sucks without an upgraded weapon. His rocks freaking bounce. Bruh. Bruh. Like, that actually does more damage. Phase 2! He makes rock twisters? Excuse me? It went right under him, that feels so bad. Again! They're input reading. They're input reading in my Kirby game. No. No. No, it sucks. It sucks with the unupgraded weapon, and that's my only two options are ones that are unupgraded. Yuck. Yeah, I can't even take the tomato for later. At least we get a soda can. Crushed soda cup. Who's texting? My lord. Oh yeah, Monday's a holiday. Look at the damage. Look at that. Look at the damage. It's kind of gross. I have to like redo the entire level, I think, if I want to come in here with a different weapon. I'm actually kind of mad about this. These are stupidly tanky. I gotta like just use the stars. Fuck that thing. Like, how? Am I supposed to roll it? Naked curb strats. Look at that sick dodge. Okay, he's thinking about what to do. Pool party Sunday! Don't get the coof, Risu. Don't let anyone breathe on you. Everyone is the fucking coof right now. Yikes. Gurimando! Gurimando! Can you stop stamping? Do not get coof upon or monkeypox. Don't let anyone put their skin on you. He still got me. You don't have the coof. You already have the coof. I know you can get it again though. So also be careful of the coof. My cousin's had it 3 times already. Multiple of them. Those disappear so fast. I guess I gotta fly in. How did I not get any of those? This is so time-consuming without a power. The classic Kirby style. Ow. Bruh! Bro, chill. No chill. Monkey have no chill. Aw, man! Bruh! He could just crush me like a grape, but he doesn't. How did that hit? I fucking rolled my iframes, bruh. Again! Again! Dramatic slow-mo is my favorite. There we go. Easy peasy. First try. No doubt. No, monkeypox is, like, you can get it that way, but you can also get it other ways, too. You can get it many ways. That's why it's so exciting. Yeah! Look at all these souls. I want your souls. Yeah, blame the monkeys for not wearing condoms. See, I missed 11. Yuck. That means I have to redo everything. That just, like, collecting- I don't know about you guys, how do you feel about games where you gotta collect a bunch of stuff? It, like, stresses me out more than anything. Like, oh, I missed this thing. You don't mind, but when you need to do it to progress the game, napping beast. The beast pack lives among the remnants of civilization that left this world far behind. They may not know how to use everything they find, but they always enjoy the simple pleasures, like the scent of pine that lingers on this woofie's favorite napping spot. Yeah, that's what I feel too, Prostitute. Like, if they don't add anything new to make it worth going back and collecting everything, it's kind of just tedious. Seems kind of lazy. This, they, like, kind of changed it up a little bit, but it's still basically the same level. They just put a ton of new enemies in it, and they made the bosses harder, which is fine, because people have complained for a long time that the Kirby games aren't hard enough. So, I think that's fine. But it's just, I don't know if I'll finish the whole thing. Hold on. What? My I don't fucking know the buttons in this game. Let's go. Go home. If it's required and there are 100+ items you have to have, you don't care much for that. Yeah, I think it's the same for me too, Bujanga. If it's required, it definitely is more stressful than, like, oh, if you feel like doing the optional stuff and you might get something bonus, that's cool. And I guess this is optional too, technically. But if they're gating, like, a boss behind it, it kinda isn't. No, not the caramel cake. Only Max and Tomato. Always. Always Tomato. Usually don't do 100% stuff. Are there any games you have? I think the only game I've 100% in is Bloodborne. Play Mirror Edge. You have many thousand collectible of nothing. Wait, Mirror's Edge? It's that type of game. Do they just put random stuff for you to collect when you're running because there's nothing else to do? And then collect stuff? So the problem here is we're at a bottleneck where if we want to fully upgrade the powers, we need stars. I think. Yeah, I need 2 stars to upgrade my powers. And that means I have to do the optional content, which there is a lot. There's a lot of it. Litter? Is it actually just litter? Like, you're cleaning up garbage. Parkouring and cleaning up garbage. It's a good combination. What happens if you sleep? Does that heal me? Have I been paying money to heal this whole time and I could just sleep? I think so. Well, now that we know that, he's not morbid. The real star was inside you all along. You're a superstar. Stop going to the menu. Alright. I'm gonna get some more stars so we can upgrade some stuff, because I'm gonna, as you saw, against the gorilla boss, if I don't have fully upgraded powers, it's gonna hurt. Excuse me. Alright, let's fly away from the lab. There must be a rare stone waiting at the end of each treasure road. Wait, what? What treasure road? What's a treasure road? What? What is this? Caramel tread. What is this? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm about to get yelled at by chat. I get that feeling. Alright, here we go. Gotta go fast. Oh, I don't like any bit of this. Controlled drifting. Oh my god. It's timed. Do not overdrift. Oh my god, I gotta... The technique! Oh my god. I missed the last one. I missed the fucking last one! It's okay, we have time, we have time. We're good. Don't panic, it's fine. It's fine. Nailed it. First try. Was there any doubt? Oh, did they put it back up there? You have to do 2 laps! You have to do it again. Yeah, baby game. Yeah. Yeah. Baby game for babies, huh? This is the 3-star challenge, by the way. The 3-star challenge level. No mistakes allowed. Just drop curb noises. Here we go! Alright, round 2, we got 34 seconds, no problem, and the stuff's moving now. Everything's moving. Is this worth it for 1 star, is the question. Nice. 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 I don't think I'm gonna make it. No! No! It's not easy! It's like fucking steering this thing, the handling is like horrendous. It's bad. It's like a fucking tank. Curb tank. This is also just for 1 star, when I could do a bunch of ones that are like 10 times easier than this for the same thing. I just want it so I can upgrade my stuff and move on with my life. I don't care about completing everything. It isn't easy. It's absolutely not easy. I don't find the side levels particularly fun. I like the main levels a lot. I'm not a fan of the side levels. This challenge stuff feels too platformy for me. It feels more like a Mario game. Or like they're trying to get me to speedrun. Which I ain't about that life. I like casual curb experience. Casual. Real casual, like me. As a casual. This motherfucking turning! Not even close, baby! No! 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 I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This game sucks. This game sucks. This is the worst fucking game ever. I hate it. I hate it. Oh. Just the joy draining from my body. Take everything nice I said about this game back. It's okay, I'm becoming a god. This is more frustrating than Elden Ring. That's a feat. That is actually a feat. Nice. This motherfucking turning! I'm gonna scream! If I missed it there. And before I fall, like, into the spikes. Trying to land here. Yep. First try. First try. Redstone found best time. Target time is 4. Who can do this in 40 seconds? What kind of sweaty gamer can do this in 40 seconds? Also, I got hammer. How you doing? Yeah, I'm not beating 40 seconds. I would rather die. I would rather die. What's this? Adventures get me so excited, especially when I'm with you, Kirby. He's so excited to be spending time with his best friend, Kirby. Is this locked? Find its blueprint? Oh. Some of these are locked because I didn't do enough exploring. We dubstepping. Ring mouth treasure, also 3-star difficulty, God help me. At least we don't have to drive! At least we don't have to drive. How bad could it be? 3-star difficulty, my ass, let's go! Easy peasy. We're just driving through some rings. Ain't nothing hard about this. There's nothing hard about this. I just have to keep tapping my button. And not hit a bunch of spikes. Oh, okay, alright, here we go. Go! Thread the needle. Hit the walrus. Oh, okay, alright. It's starting to get a little dicey. By the way, I have to keep tapping the button to go wow, wow. Oh, that's why it's difficult. You just take so much damage that you die. You gotta time it properly. There we go. That was just basically you have to face or dodge everything. It was so much easier than the other one. Wow. 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 Alright, what should we upgrade? I don't know if it's better to upgrade multiple powers or upgrade the damage of one power and just keep picking that one up. Because, like, in some levels you lose your power and then you're stuck with an under-leveled power and it feels real bad. Yeah, Curve Vomiting Cat! He's like, wow. 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 Ah, get out of the way! Hoppers! Ah! Cannon bar. Oh! Don't chomp! Don't chomp! Look at his neck! He's in the way. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Going up. Another turtle. Oh. Dang, you can't take a lot of damage. Scarfy, no. No, Scarfy, no! No! Look at how happy they are until they turn evil. What is the deal with the little spike guys? Like, they just exist. They're just a spike. Like, what is their lore? Why are they so pointy? Do they just want hugs? Maybe they're just very lonely. These kids just all drinking from the pipe. Their existence is pain. I think Kirby's probably is too. It's just he hungers eternally. Spike. Spike. Yeah. Alright, that's probably enough to buy something. Should really just clean out the ones in this area that I can do. So we already did that one, a couple of them are locked. So many of these are locked. Wait. Oh, okay, so you need to buy the ability first. I see, I get it, I see. It's a pay-to-win game, I see how it is. Stop going to this menu. Get the blizzard. Yeah, I don't know what's better. Because it's the same upgrade materials to upgrade the attack power of an ability, or to upgrade it to a new level, which are different things, I guess. Pay to win, even in my curb. I feel like we should get the blizzard upgrade. Blizzard ice. What's it gonna look like? Detail on his little leather hat. Oh! It's just icier. Beta curb! Blizzard ice. Yes. Extra frosty. Enter the portal for the Blizzard Ice treasure in Redgar Forbidden Lands. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of ice. It's a lot of ice! Sure is a lot of ice. Extra frosty, right? Not that frosty. How much money to win? You must use Curb Star currency. And in order to get the Curb Star currency, you must complete a gauntlet of increasingly difficult challenges. Crystal Mouth Curb, no. Do not. My precious Curb, look. Let it go. Let it go. So I think that unlocked another challenge. Somebody has Kirby like that. Kirby is not copium. Kerbucks. No, that's where he gets his coffee, at the Kerbucks. But they unionized, so. We're gonna... Okay, so that unlocked this right here, I think. Freeze and find magma skating. Difficulty 3 stars. Great. Do you guys like watching these, or should I just go to the other area? Do you guys like watching suffering? Just don't stop moving. I'm like a shark. I can't stop moving. Cannot stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Look at this snowman out here. Oh, it's like a little. It's like a. Oh. You got seek. Open. It's content, true. I'm glad you guys enjoy it, just chilling. But if you do have suggestions on like other games to play after this too, I know you posted a cute one, Socksman, in the Discord that I was looking to get a key for at some point. That which game looked very cute. But I'm always open for suggestions too. I was saying earlier, I got Devil May Cry 5, I got Dead Space 2. We got a lot of stuff we can play after Kirby. Yeah, I always look at stuff in the suggestions. I don't necessarily comment on it, but I do appreciate these suggestions, and I do look at them. Especially stuff like that is good because I can get a key usually for indie games. Like I got a key for that Apico game, so it saves me some money. They unionized because some small big thing kept eating the entire building. Well, we did learn earlier that Kirby needs 3 cups of coffee to be fully energized, so that's only fair. Genital jousting, you can't stream that. It's illegal on Twitch. How about Dota? We can play Dota later though. Not now. I'm curbing. This is my allotted curb time. This is my allotted curb time. I need to do my allotted 4 hours of curbing every week 4 plus hours of Kerbin. Okay, so we got that. Let me go back a little bit because I think there were a few that we missed. Where is it so comfy? I'm so happy this game came out. They definitely pulled out all the stops for this one. It's so creative. What do we need for this? Frosty ice. Frosty, where's your ice? Where's your ice, Frosty? I need it. Frosty ice. What is that? Buzzsaw cutter treasure. I gotta go. I thought I had. What is frostier than the ability that I have? Is it like an alternate? It might be an alternate ability. Thank you. Gigant sword treasure. Oh, okay. I guess we'll go home. We'll see. See if we can get the frosty ice. Oh. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Alright, 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 alright. Blizzard ice. Ice. Frosty ice. Oh. There are multiple ices. We missed the middle of the evolution tree, so we actually just paid money to get a inferior ability. Is it inferior? I think it's just straight up worse. Oh no, it's cute. Oh, it's cute. Never mind, it's cute. It's cute. Is it worse or better? I think it's better. Oh my god, my heart. It's so cute. It's so cute. Get a little beanie. Little frosty beanie. This whole game is pet the curb. Oh no, it's adorable. How horrible. What a waste. What a waste. I paid my hard-earned curb stars for to look like a cute motherfucker. Thank you, Aid. Thank you. Ah, I see. This is why they want you to have this power, so you can just unleash a bunch of snowmen. Where are blocks? Do I have to hit the blocks? Oh, the blocks are to stop you from careening into the spikes! Oh, I shouldn't kill those. I shouldn't kill those. Why are the boxes there? Oh, this is fun. This is a fun one. Just spin in a circle. And kick the snowmen at them. Come on. Keep the- no. Oh, damn it. There we go. No, respect. The final challenge. What's it gonna be? Oh, okay. Interesting. This is not going well. Man. I'm just a it's an ice brick. Oh, he can still hit me when I do that. No, no. Baby game. God damn it, he touched. He touched Kirby. I should have brought a healing item. Yeah, the frost power against the frost guy is not great. I have to also try not to get hit. There was a time limit on him too, wasn't there? So I have to beat him within the time limit. Why am I standing on the belts? Why not? My power doesn't reach all the time. I know I'm bowling, I know. Sometimes it's just easier to walk up to them and use it. It's quicker. Are they above me? They won't let me hit them. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Other than dying. Oh good. Good, 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 good. Very good. Got stuck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The pirouette dodge. Actually, I don't know how I dodged. Seems like I can only, shield. The boss is on a timer too. No, don't grab me! No pressure. Stop fucking grabbing you fucking walrus! Frost his butt. There we go. Easy peasy. He was frozen in place. Oh, I thought it was done. Well, that could have been done. Yeah! Oh. Clear time was not great. Who beats this in 1 minute and 30 seconds? How is it possible? Explain. Explain. How do you get good? I stand on the belts. I hope you're like super extra triggered by standing on the belts. Where? So this needs toy hammer, crystal needle. So I guess it just makes the most sense to unlock all the abilities. Gamer sweat, save your gamer sweat for Dota. Save your sweat. This game makes me sleepy though because it's so cute and comfy. Oh, excuse me, it's just like, it's so cozy. It's like a warm blanket. Nice treasure. Sliding road high speed skating. Oh. No. Oh no. Here we go. Gotta go fast. High speed skating except for the time where you slow to a standstill because you have to use your ability. And also the flying. Twirly does between the freaking spikes. Can I upgrade upgrade my health bar? Do I get stats? Where do I level up my Kirb? You actually can get like defensive abilities. Like buffs. Consumable items, that's the word I'm looking for. Consumable items that give you attack and defense and stuff. And the shop, but I keep forgetting about those. Haha. Look at all these ones I skipped. Time crash. Stop time, slow world, scramble. Remember? I don't remember anything of this. I'm too comfy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wake up. What does this do? I actually don't know what this one does. Oh! Okay. Explosions still hurt. You have 10 seconds. You must use your ability to the max. I don't know how often you can use it. I lost it! Where did it go? No. Ugh. I lost 3 whole seconds revving up the fucking attack. How do I keep it going? It like goes in phases and then it just times out. Is there another one I'm missing? When it was all yellow. I'm sorry, I hate Coldplay. You have to destroy the enemies? Do you? What indicator is there of that that's how you progress? Oh, okay. That's weird though. Is that what it says in the description? Is there anything that indicated that to me other than ramming my face into them? Read the manual! I didn't! It's like Michael Bay explosion at the end. It's like, boom! Oh! New record! New record! That's a good ability. It's pretty good. Target time beaten by point. Yeah, pro streamer. If you could read, you wouldn't be on Twitch. You read. Don't even try to say you don't read, Risu. Don't even try to say. Thanks for the claps. Thank you. I feel so professional being able to stop time to get a time record. What is this? Oh. What is reading? Reading is for nerds who don't know about Twitch. So basically the opposite of Risu. Oh. Hey, it's almost like the title of the area describes what you're supposed to do. Title of the level. Saying spinning over frozen water. You gotta arc it properly. We're getting them now. We're cleaning up. I honestly, like, the last time I read a book outside of the horrible thing I'm editing right now is so long ago. Because I just get so burnt out on reading all day to edit that I don't want to look at written text when I'm done. I want to just veg. Just watch anything else. It's hard to arc this properly with the walruses going all wacky. And also, like, the stuff that I'm editing, I keep getting, like, stuff that I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, the thing I was telling Age, the thing I was editing for my last batch of chapters, the character's father is abusing her, and there's, like, descriptions of it, and they keep telling us, like, don't, like, remove any violence. Remove any violence from the writing. And, but I'm like, he does it over and over again, like it's his character, he's an abusive asshole. What do I do? So I had to like wait for them, and they're still like even the people who are in charge are like, yeah, just send it to us, we'll see. Because it popped up in someone else's chapter too. They're like, did they get back to you yet? Did they tell you what to do? He's hitting her in my chapter too! It's just like stuff like that, and like the romance sequences are like very sketchy, a lot of them. Like some of them seem like they're borderline like coercion. So it's just a lot of rewriting that to make it seem less disgusting by American standards. I don't know what's going on in China. What am I supposed to do? Oh, release. I didn't read the roll and throw. There we go. It's a weird ability. It's the Katamari level. The Hedgehog murder level. Yeah, so if you are triggered by anything that they, slow-mo. If you're triggered by any of the subject matter, like if it's something you can't handle, you can request not to do it. I'm pretty, like, pretty much anything. Like, I have a very high tolerance for subject matter because I can detach myself from it. But they are pretty good. Like, if you don't want something, they can switch you to a different chapter, or they can switch you to a different book if it keeps popping up. But it just seems like a weird cultural thing. Like, they have a very weird view of women. With a lot of how they describe, like, the women as being, like, kind of, passive and meek and subservient. Oh yeah, no, they're, like I said, they're good. If anyone's got any stuff that's off limits, you don't have to do it. They won't force you to do anything. You work on a PC all day, and a lot of times you don't want to come home and sit at a PC. I getcha. Is that why you watch Twitch on your TV, Reese? Or just because it's more comfy? Or both? There's no helicoptering, I'm sorry to say. They don't know how to do that in China, I guess. It's not Chinese culture. Why am I Marie Kondo? I'm not Marie Kondoing, I'm skewering them with my bee butt. He's got a bee ass. He's gonna be singer. Yeah, like, it's fine. I mean, the thing is, like, this job, I keep saying, is, like, so horribly paid that it's kind of hard to take serious. Like, okay, so I got another offer. I got another offer for another project they were doing, and they're like, this is the the highest paid client for this company. And then they tell you their rate, and I'm just like, this is your this is the highest paying client is paying $16 for every 1,000 words of editing, and I'm like, so if you're a good editor, you can edit about 1,000 words an hour. So basically their highest paying client is paying $16 an hour. I'm like, okay. That's when you know. But I'm just doing the other stuff for experience right now, and then I'm gonna try to get something better. It's just bad. Because there's no way anyone could live off of that. Who'd her friends say is odd for China women not to make? Oh, that's just like, that's kind of how they're expected to be there. Is your friend Chinese? That sucks. A lot of cultures, like, I think India's like that too. They kind of expect women to be, pushovers. Do whatever the guys want. You choked on your food! Oh, at the pay rate? It's bad. Like, the stuff that I'm doing is paid bad, but it's like, honestly, it's so low effort that it doesn't feel like work. So I do it like while I'm watching Twitch. I make money. It's fine. Man. At the moment, but I definitely will be leveraging the experience I get from editing with that to get a better job. No, the thing is, it's a company. It's not a. it's a whole company, and it's definitely exploitative. But they like, it's kind of like almost like a content mill where they like don't expect the highest quality editing from their people. Although they do have other people review your stuff and give you negative reviews if it's not like up to their standards. But they don't expect like professional editors, I guess. So they charge less. I just noticed there was like DNA strands in the background. I never noticed that before. What the heck? Brenna's Chinese. She's very not me. Oh, is she, did she leave China? I feel like it would be difficult to be a woman there in China. There's a lot of places I'm like, damn, I am very happy I was not born there. China and India are a couple of them. Happy I was not born a woman in those places. Or like anywhere in the Middle East. What am I doing here? We're just blowing up. Oh, the bombs! The bombs get little. The bombs get little freaking floaties. What is this? This is great. Get back there. But yeah, so for editing, from what I have seen, typically for 1,000 words you want to get paid double that, like anywhere from like $20 to $30 an hour. So they're definitely underpaying. But it's the reason they pay so little is because it's so easy to get work through them. Like, you don't have to seek out clients, you don't have to directly interact with clients. They do that for you. So they kind of cut out the middlemen. So it's its own, I don't know why I walked all the way around. It's its own benefit from that. But definitely not anything to make a living off of. Why wouldn't I want to interact with people? Oh, yeah. After doing it for 10 years and realizing how awful people are. Yep, dealing with clients. Not only you're dealing with clients, you're dealing with them direct. Like, it's your work. Like, any mistake you made, you can't pawn off on someone else. And I was always the type of the bakery, like, even if it wasn't my mistake, I would apologize. But it's just like, it's different. I think when it's your work, then you can take it personally. This is how you're supposed to do this, right? Just kind of hucking bombs. I see the paths in the water, but this is obviously the most efficient way to do this. There we go. Easy. Recession is coming, now wages will go down also in the UK, or like everywhere. I feel like the US has had terrible wages for way too long. There's no way, like, something's gonna snap. Like, something's gotta snap. Because there's no way people can afford to live on what most places are paying anymore. The price of stuff is just too much. Like, the price of gas is ridiculous right now. Price of food is going up quite a bit. There's no way. You're gonna have to have like 10 roommates. And farm. You're gonna have to buy a farm with your 10 roommates and like grow your own food. Go back to like freaking homesteading. You once got an offer to translate a document for $50. You asked to see it. It was 63 pages of thick, full-page, side-to-side top to bottom legal jargon. Had a good laugh. Wow. That's someone who definitely does not know the value of that type of work. That's gross. People are like, how hard can it be? How long can it take? And then when I was saying realistically, like with editing, I don't know how long it is for translating, but with editing realistically, a good editor can edit typically like 1,000 to 2,000 words. 2,000 is on the high end. An hour. so you gotta go by that when factoring in the rate. What? It's only 10k monthly expenses per person? Oh, no big deal. No big deal. I'll be able to make that with my, like, $12 an hour editing, right? In UK, US, Japan, EU, and China, also other places, probably recession. Yuck. We all die, so only the rich survive? Then who will do all the work? Yeah, that's what they're gonna... At least we get the last laugh, you know? At least we get the last laugh when they're, like, in their freaking, Mars... in their Mars mansions with no one to, clean up after them. Speaking of rich people, did you guys see Elon Musk's Elden Ring build that he definitely is just trolling people with, that people were triggered about? That got Secret Serviced, the freaking bomb! He posted his Elden Ring build, and it's like... definitely, like, there's no way it's a serious build. It's like, he's fat rolling, he's got 3 shields, he's got a bunch of his spirit ashes on, like, the freaking hotbar. But people were freaking out thinking this is how this man is playing Elden Ring, instead of, like, trolling for attention like he always does. Hey, aiming. There we go, look at that, wow. 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin. Oh no. I must properly arc the bomb, there we go. This is the aiming portion, this is where you use your switch gyro. Your switch gyro controls that I don't have. I think you can, with the 8-bit do, I think you can emulate the gyro. Can you fucking stop, dude? Oh, it's okay, I'm a god. It's okay. Everything according to plan. Yeah, I'm on my way, relax, we got this. Relax. What's up, Crucifix? How you doing? How have you been? We're just slowly reverting to feudalism. I think we've just been in feudalism, but like disguised it really well, so people didn't realize. Like, we've always been kind of just servants to the companies. Reset run. No, I got it. I've always been like, at least in this country, because you need health insurance. Like, I was talking about this last time. You're required to have health insurance, right? Or you get fined. And for most people, the only way to have health insurance is to have a steady employer, a full-time employer. So you're basically fined for not working or having health insurance, which you don't have money. Okay! What have you been doing for work, Crucifix? I can't remember if you told me. Can't remember if you said, but I hope you've been doing okay. Feel you on the tired stuff. Is anyone not tired? Anyone here, like, feeling great? Energetic? And if so, what is your secret? And if not, you're in good company. I feel like just everyone I know is just like, life is pain. Why are we here? Just to suffer. There we go. Tapping into my inner Xena warrior princess with this ability. Oh, the drop. Some trick to like holding this that I forget. Goodbye. I'm so bad. That wasn't it. How do I do this? My brain can actually not triangulate what angle I'm supposed to send this at, and I keep falling. Can anyone, like, my brain cannot do the geometry here. Where do I stand? You're tired all the time except when you're asleep. I feel that. Just had food and a terrible sleeping schedule. Oh, it's terrible sleeping schedule. Then you don't know when if you're tired, if it's because you're scheduled or not. Working as a security escort in Colorado for the government. Ooh. That sounds exciting. I haven't really got to do any hobby stuff in a while. I'm feeling kind of bummed out. You just so busy working. That sucks. Are you doing like more than full-time hours? You have to throw 2 of them dead center. 2? Why 2? I don't think I can. Oh. Okay, thank you. I have no idea what happened. I actually have no idea how the pattern works. Do these ones come back? I hope not. I don't think they do. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that. They arc together. Not even close. Not even close. 40 to 60 hours a week. That is gross. Yeah, no wonder you don't have energy if you're working almost 60 hours a week sometimes. That's the other thing, like, this, it's not okay. It's not okay for human beings to be working 60 hours a week, unless they want to. But most people just do it because they have to. They're forced to. Like, humans, just your body isn't meant to do that. Especially depending on the type of work. Some of it's more taxing than others. So other types of work. I say we eat the rich. So we eat the rich. Overthrow. Anarchy. Magma. Magma used flamethrower. It was kind of effective. Ow. My buddy. We're friends! I thought we were friends, and then he toasted me like a marshmallow. I thought wrong. The freaking drops, and the song is just like... It goes so hard! It's amazing. Oh, those cannons just got deleted. Ooh, the guitar! Where's this song in Rocksmith? Rocksmith needs more curb music. Not enough curbin'. All the metalheads don't want to transcribe the curb. Ow. Jukes. Did we do it? Did we do it? I think we did it. Definitely not a record, but... Look at their eyes are just like... Your father works 60 to 70 hours a week. Is he miserable? Yeah, if you like your job, it's one thing. But even then, like... if you're working 60 to 70 hours a week, so each day is 24 hours, 8 of that ideally is sleeping, so that's about 16 hours, right? So if you work 70 hours a week, that's like 10 hours a day. So that leaves you with 6 hours a day to do literally everything else, if I'm mathing, right? Yeah, I mean, if they like it, it just feels like it doesn't leave any time for, like, a life outside of work. Honestly, most of the state's governors, probably not great. If anyone deserves it, it's the freaking Oklahoma guy after what he did today. What a douche. Kirby Monster Hunter crossover. Get Nintendo on it. They stopped doing crossovers because they were too protective of their... Oh, hold on. Hold B. They're too protective of their IPs. Why is it telling me to release it? I actually don't understand. Oh, you gotta draw a circle. Okay, yeah, I see now. Redo. I see it now. Just wasn't paying enough attention. Again. Connect the dots. Yeah, following your dream is a good way to get fucked by life, is what I found at a young age. Deciding to pursue a career in photojournalism was not my smartest move. Cool! Man, that would have been cool if I knew how to use this ability earlier. I guess that's why they give you these side things. I'm doing it. Wait. Let's just say we don't have to draw. Nice. These are the best circles. First you draw a circle, then it explodes. So for some people, their life is work, and that's fine. I've never been that type of person. Like, I'll do a job that I can tolerate if it gives me more free time and enough to get by. But I can also be happy with, like, very limited stuff, too. Like, give me an internet connection and something to connect to it, and I'm good. Oh, and air conditioning. That's the other thing. That's expensive. Air conditioning is my most expensive vice. They will pass away. Oh my god, thank you for the follow. Alrighty. Can we connect it? No, it doesn't go that far. I gotta do a tight circle. There we go. Oh god, the big boys. There we go. Move into closet. I mean, I could just get an apartment in Cambridge and it would be the same thing. Like my ex-boyfriend's Cambridge apartment, which was literally a closet and was $600 with his 5 roommates. Oh, excuse me. Best thing you've heard recently was a trend of young people getting part-time minimum wage jobs and splitting costs to work like 1 or 2 days a week. That would be my ideal. Like, and honestly would be something that would be more feasible if COVID wasn't a thing, because then you get to like live with a bunch of people. Usually, if you're sharing like rent and stuff too, you'll live with a bunch of people who might be bringing diseases home regularly. How's it going? Adjusted Bugle, Kirby, indeed. How you doing tonight? We are Kirbin for a little bit, then we might be donating. I don't know if Age wants to play. I'm not subjecting myself to that, but for now we Kirbin. I'm trying to get all these side powers I missed because I got to the end game. And everything hits really hard and I do no damage, so they kind of want you to upgrade your stuff, it seems like. Hi, Rack! How you doing? Closets in Cambridge are $3,000 a month. To be fair, this was like 2008 that he lived there, and he also had many roommates. But yeah, if you want a single closet, like if you want your own personal closet in Cambridge, you gotta pay. There are some areas in Cambridge that are still a little more affordable, but it definitely got really gentrified. Like he was by Inman Square. He was by Inman Square, so it was a little cheaper. There we go, that was easy. Easy peasy. I am excited for Sunbreak. You played Rise Crucifix, right? You didn't seem like you enjoyed it as much as the old school Monster Hunter though, from what I remember you saying about it. I can't wait though. I'm playing a bunch of random stuff until then, and then I think at this hi Bean. I gotta get Charlie's food too in a sec. I think at the start of June, which is coming up, that's like next week. Starting in June I might do like 1 or 2 co-op Monster Hunter streams if anyone wants to play. We can prepare for Sunbreak. Not that there's too much to prepare, because the first monster you fight in Sunbreak you're probably going to replace your entire armor and weapons with anyway, but just to catch people up if anyone needs it. Oh, you can ignore the suggested path in that one. I see. Yeah, there's probably speedrunners probably have a field day with this game, with all the different paths through the levels. I think, and with the post-game stuff too being more challenging, this would probably be a really fun Kirby game to speedrun. It isn't a Monster Hunter game, it's just defined in your head. Yeah, it definitely is very, very boss rush feeling. There's not a ton of like the survival elements and the micromanaging. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna make like the Monster Hunter World sequel more like that, with the more like grounded, realistic stuff to it. I think it would be cool to have two different types, basically. Oh god. Like you get the more anime one with the handheld team on it, and then you get the more grounded world team on the other one. You never bothered making a proper set. I think at the end game most people just like get the Velstrax stuff. Call it a day. It seems like. Wildage! He's gonna hit me! No, he's gonna hit me! My health. Your butt's exposed, sir. I wouldn't be surprised too with some of the stuff they did in World if with the World sequel they almost do like an open world, almost like MMO type to it, more like Frontier, but more grounded, if that makes sense. Like the potential's there. I think an open world Monster Hunter game would be really cool. Because I liked the guiding lands a lot in World, where you would just have this kind of contained hunting area and just be able to fight whatever you wanted without breaking it. You could just get like some friends together and just hunt stuff. You don't have to constantly post up quests and everything. It's just like, oh, that thing just spawned, let's get that guy, or it's just more fluid. Yeah, I think they are trying to differentiate both lines, but I don't know by how much is the thing. Like even with World, they had the gimmick of the Clutch Claw and Iceborne. So they always seem to want to put like one gimmick in that can be kind of polarizing. Like a lot of people don't like the wire bugs. I thought they were cool. It's gonna be hard to going back to playing without them and the dogs to speed you through the level. Even though I tend to use the Palicos still for the utility. One group gets the aces, the other group gets Naruto. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means, but I ain't a weeb. I don't know anime. I was just thinking, I haven't watched an anime in so long. I can't even remember the last thing I tried to watch. It was something on Crunchyroll. No, Gunlance, I think you can, the way they set up Gunlance, you can basically almost like infinitely rock it now, it seems like. Yeah, that is what Expedition should have been. It's true. It's true. That would have been cool. Do you have any interest in playing Monster Hunter-like games? Not so much. I feel like it's like... Monster Hunter is just perfect. Like, it's such a perfection of that type of formula to me. It would be like playing a Souls-like instead of an actual Soulsborne game, you know? I'm sure some of them are fine. I've heard they're pretty good in like their own right, but I would just be constantly comparing it to the OG. Alright, I think we cleaned out most of the side stuff that we can get to, so let's go buy stuff. Oh my god, with all the stuff I've done, I'm only still at 63%. Monster Hunter Frontier was wild! Nobody understands the pure out-there-ness of the endgame. I've watched some videos of it, because it's like all that's left at this point, and it is nutso. Some of the monsters. It's definitely like MMO vibes to it. I wish we had the Tonfa though. I keep saying they need a fist weapon, a blunt equivalent of the dual blades in the mainline games. The game got to the point you had to always have max iframes because the bosses were designed around it. Also, every boss had attack speed or iframes. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. Yeah, honestly, like, that's a problem you run into with certain games and certain franchises, and I've been saying this about Elden Ring too. Like, when you go so far in a certain direction with a game, at some point there's only so many things you can do to make it different and more difficult. So you kind of are like designing yourself into a corner if the main gameplay loop is the same, I think, and it is something that's always interesting to see how devs address if they do it properly, if they, as I think with Elden Ring, they kind of overshoot with a lot of stuff, like Melania. Melania is definitely a very over-designed boss, in my opinion. Monster Hunter, the Alatreon DPS check, I think was a little bit over-designed. But it's a balancing act, because they want to keep it challenging, but they don't want it to be too much. I'm gonna stream an anime for movie night. We do have to do a movie night soon. There was a movie I was thinking of, and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. You can do 3 rockets right now. The biggest issue is that it uses 1 ammo per rocket. So doing it too much, gotta reload. That looks cool. The ability, is there anything that gives you like faster recharge on ammo? Or more ammo? If not, there might be something, a skill added. Oh, she found a shrimpy. Observe Charlie in her natural habitat. She found her shrimp toy. Did you find your shrimpy? She just went like, and then was done. Monster Hunter soon. It's only a month away. It's a little over a month away. The world record speedrun on Kirby and the Forgotten Land is maybe around, an hour for the. Is it like for 100? Like, is that like everything? Or just to complete it, to go to credits? Does that include like the post-game stuff? Frontier endgame monster categories were beyond calamities. Your biggest problem with Monster Hunter as a series right now is Longsword. Yeah, Longsword does everything. It's just like the dev's favorite weapon. It'd be fine. Wait, I'm actually this broke. It would be fine if the other weapons were as good as it was. But it's just, oh no. It's just too good. That's the problem. How do I make money? Can I sell stuff? I have never been this broke. How do I become rich? How do I get money? Oh, I gotta work. Ooh, I gotta work. Ew. I forgot about that. Oh, and fishing, yeah. Fishing. Oh, just the levels, okay. That's not too bad. Later, Godhammer, thanks for stopping by. Looks like we got a wildcat on our hands. A wildcat that is upsetty that she has no food in her bowl. I think I'll probably stop Kirby at 10 if Age wants to play a Dota. I might stream that. If not, I'm probably just gonna wrap up. But before that, let's see what we can do with this spike power we just got. I'm gonna do that and then we'll do some fishing to get some money. I think there was one that I needed this spike for. First, you want to be super connected. Meet some guys named Chad. Okay, there's a category, like a tag on Twitch for people from Chad. So now people are just tagging themselves with it. So they have Chad as one of their tags. They knew what they were doing when they added that. Oh, don't worry, Bugle. Don't worry. I know. I have made good use of the Kirby High. The Kirby High and his little sit down with his cute little feet kick in. That's great. Nimble Ranger treasure. There was one that was there not a spike one that was locked? Chad. What a Chad. Chad is also a place. You wanna watch me play Side Hunter? He's kinda boring. I like playing heroes that are kinda more engaging. Usually like Phoenix. Or heroes that are the opposite. Gotta be in the mood to be the watermelon boy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Crystal Needle Treasure. 3-star difficulty. I am scared. Oh no. Falling Needle Road. Oh. Gotta go fast. Just do not veer the wrong direction. Ever. Oh no! You only have like 30 seconds! What is this shit? Ah! Jesus Christ, I can't see because I'm just becoming progressively larger. Because I get stuff stuck in me. I have a feeling this is not to earn. Just a hunch. Just a hunch, it's not to earn. No! And it's the sleep boys too, so if you fuck up, you just sleep. Okay, alright. Apparently I can't even just end my suffering. End my suffering! You're always a sucker for one button change the game, chimps, because you are bad. That's what H likes too, because he clicks his abilities. He clicks his abilities. Hey, Bean. She wants her food. Charlie needs food badly. I actually don't know how you play the game clicking abilities. I don't understand. I'm like addicted to hotkeys. I'm stuck. You just can't fall. Just don't fall. This is why this is a 3-star difficulty. Oh, my ball! There's so much stuff happening on the screen! Oh, easy first try. It's Katamari. Freaking Katamari level. I mean, not too bad time. He's probably playing it right now because he's awfully quiet. Okay, so we got that. I still need a ton of money. Time to go fishing. Oh. Time to go fishing for money. And just